Alright, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so today we need to work on a ritual tree. Today indeed will be a ritual day. I'm also going to need to do a delirium day, but we'll worry about that later, I guess. Because we're going to need a ton of AoE for Hateful Accuser. Okay, yeah. We got our embers, we're good. I think we go on Pee-wee Planner, maybe make a new tree. How's SSF feel this league? I haven't really gone deep into SSF, but I suspect it's going to be really nice with Mirage. The fact that Breach stayed around already makes it really nice. How big did trade characters HP get? Before entering Mirror territory, we hit 21k. 21k in mapping variant, 20.5k in bossing variant, but that character could just like face tank all Ubers, so maybe not all Ubers, but like, I mean, it doesn't take any damage. Actually, I have an Uber showcase video if you wanted to see it. Let me see. Just a compilation of some Ubers. Go find it real fast. So that character was 20 million DPS, and if I made a new helmet and got Aspect of Carnage, it'd be dot cap. You can look at that character. It's pretty good. I mean, as far as RF goes, it did everything. AFK Simulacrum. Okay, yeah, let's do some PoE Planner. Let's go look. How you been, by the way, Grappler? I got my standing desk set up, and my back's been a bit better. Unfortunately, those exercises from the dudes didn't really work too much for me. I guess it's because we were talking about the disc bulge being in, like, the opposite direction, but what can you do about that, right? Definitely didn't hurt me. Sad to hear. Yeah, but ever since the standing desk, honestly, the craziest thing ever, people suggested this, but I was always kind of scared. Putting the standing desk together and like moving all my equipment is a pretty daunting task when you're in pain. After that day, my back felt a lot better. I guess it's just some form of physical activity. I mean, I've been stretching a lot, but I've been scared to work the lower back because of my pain. But ever since I put everything together, even though I was exhausted, felt a lot better. Now I can sit down for like 20, 30 minutes without pain instead of like, well, sometimes even closer to an hour. But I try to do like, I don't know, 30 minutes of sitting, 20 minutes of standing and kind of rotate, but I fucked up my right foot a long time ago, so even standing in place is a little tricky till it heals. Do you PoE Planner over POB? Well, PoE Planner is for the passive tree. I mean, I use POB for that. Oops, wrong passive tree. Okay, so first things first, we need full ritual. So let's go ahead and just click our ritual. I don't care about stack size. Reroll 2 times. Less tribute. Once internal crisis is over, moving around definitely helps. That's why sometimes treatment equal getting strong painkiller or numbing shot right on the nerve just to let you move pain-free until problem heals. Yeah, that's basically what I was doing, is I was using the painkillers as a means to start walking around and stuff. And once I was able to start walking around, that's when I noticed my back was starting to heal. I just need these physical therapy places to stop ghosting me and actually call me back now, and then we'll be good to go, hopefully. Okay, nice. So that is full ritual. That's 51 points. How many points do I have on my atlas? 93. Okay. I was searching for your foot. When I broke my foot, the doctor said, if I have to stand up for a long time, use a chair and use your knee. Try to find adjustable so you can get the exact height. Like, put the pressure on my knee instead of on my foot, you mean? I guess I could try bending my knees a little bit when I stand, if that's what you mean. Oh, you mean literally put my knee on the chair. Oh. That sounds kind of weird, but I can try it. I guess it doesn't hurt. Not more fake healthcare. I mean, it's the US. You got to pay out the ass for anything. Good news though, there's a clinic phase 3 trial for donor disc injections that look extremely promising. So in like 3 to 4 years, there's a good chance most people with disc issues will have an amazing option. That's kind of sick, actually, not gonna lie. We also need to do destructive play, as I need guardian maps. So let's see what we have here. May as well plug in. I don't think I care about synth maps. I do need Conqueror maps, because why not? We may or may not need Awakener orbs. And we definitely want this one here. So that puts us at 72. What? Shit, I was like, who the fuck's talking to me? That puts us at 72. That's pretty good. So this is Maven and Ritual. And I have everything I need. So I think now to top it off, maybe we just plug in some shrines? Shrines are always pretty nice. You can cut one of the Shaper Elder pack sizes. No, I intentionally add this in case I get lucky and get like an influence drop, because this is the whole reason is fishing for an influence. I mean, it's probably unlikely that I get it from that. It's usually from the boss itself, but you never know, right? Sometimes you're lucky. Oh, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, fuck that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop this entirely. That gets us shrines. Maybe take one mapping section, and I would love to take this section for shrines, but maybe that's a little too much. I got 93. So that's 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is actually perfect. Then I could get 9, 10 and finish it. And that would be our Atlas. And if we're doing that, then technically I could just connect here and drop all of this garbage right here. Okay. That puts us at 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do this. So this is the goal of this is Ritual and killing the boss for destructive play, so we can get our Guardian maps, so we can start doing Shaper and Elder rotations. Mainly Shaper. I don't really care for Elder if we're going Hateful Accuser. Yeah, let's try it. I guess one of the next things to do would technically be blocking for Mirage, but I think we're fine. Can block if I need to later. What I hate the most, Grappler of everything, is I can't sleep on my back anymore. Like if I sleep on my back, I wake up after a few hours and I feel like someone snapped my back. Like, it doesn't hurt a crazy amount unless I try to move on that area. It just really limits my movement. And I mean, again, it would hurt if I tried to move like that. So I have to sleep on my back with like a pillow under my knees, which is okay, but I just don't really like that. I prefer sleeping on my stomach, but I can't do that. The big note is useless unless you want vessels. Sorry, which one? Oh, yeah, good call. We don't need that one. So I gotta sleep on my side, and sleeping on my side just hurts my arm. I don't know how to sleep on my side without hurting my arm. Okay. Use arm as pillow. I can't anymore. I could when I was younger, but I can't now. It just hurts when I sleep on it. Like, you know, the arm goes under the pillow, and then the pillow goes over, and then I try to sleep and it doesn't work. And then I have a pillow like in between my legs to prevent my knees from like hitting each other. Special pillows for sleeping on the side. Yeah, I should go look at them. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I'm too fat now. I don't know if my head weighs too much, but that shit hurts my arms now, bro. Alright. Ritual and Maven is good. Okay. Some pillows have a special hole you put your arm through, so no pressure on arm. That's kind of cool, actually. What the heck? Alright. Let's start doing it. So, minimum tier 14 would be the goal here. And honestly, I think we need to pivot into our tanky variant now because I feel like we just need to be tanky for this content. So if this is the case, we are going to have to drop Malevolence, which makes me cry. And we're going to replace it, how you doing, friend, with Tempest Shield. And then I also get to drop 1 red gem for, I'll drop Flame Golem, specifically for our Purity of Fire. So we get Skitterbot, Flesh and Stone, Purity of Fire, Tempest Shield, but not with Blood Magic. How do I fix that? Technically, why are there so many burning damages here? Okay, I don't need all those. Got it. Wait, if these are burning damage, wait, Purity of Fire is wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Tempest Shield is trying to link with burning damage. GG, why? I was trying to level some gems, man. Okay, we're gonna unlink those. Let's just break those links real fast. Okay, good. Perfect. So, we don't have the best block right now. We got 61 attack block and 12 spell block. And I cannot use Enduring Cry because we don't have enough mana, which is not ideal. Well, the best way to do that actually is move my links in my gloves, so hold on. Enduring Cry, Frost Blink, Punishment, Life Tap. This can be a setup here. Although I would prefer to use the other one, but this is good enough. What is the other one called I'm thinking of? Now I have to relink these. Hexbloom. Doesn't Dawnbreaker lower your block? Dawnbreaker lowers your block based off of the damage you receive. So, not necessarily. I need the link to go off the 3. Okay. Is there a good way to have dot multi plus fire skills and a good life roll on an amulet? You want dot multi, fire skills, and a life roll? Dot multi, fire skills, and a life roll. I mean, the thing is, if you're in Trade League, the answer is buy or recom. And if you're in SSF, the answer is buy or recom. If you're trying to craft an amulet without recombinating, it's going to be expensive. You could buy Fracture dot multi, alt spam for +1 fire, and then Regal, and then multi-mod / craft life. It's not exactly the best, but that's what's popping up in my head. I know you're annoyed with questions. I'm not annoyed with questions, man. Sometimes I just get too many. Do you know the odds of Nameless ritual changes if more rarity or quantity? Wait, Nameless ritual changes. You're trying to spawn the specific rituals? I don't actually know anything about those. Nameless is the one that has invitations. Yeah, I have no idea on how to trigger that exactly. Bench crafting makes me sad and unhappy. Then your answer is recombinating? Chaos? We are basically chaos capped, okay. Let's just start filling out the atlas now, shall we? Oh, I actually need Maven too. This is perfect. This is like, oh wait, so I can't, can I do destructive play like this if I didn't do it? You can craft, cannot roll attack, aug fire, and pray it doesn't kill life. There you go, is another option. Whoa, why is my map so fucked? Also, is this the wrong atlas we're on? Nope, we're on the right one. There we go. Also, loot filter? What the fuck? Huh? Okay, there we go. Omen of Connections first ritual. Could you imagine, bro? Damn, I love the explode changes, man. Hinokora changes are so good, it's illegal. They better not take this away from us. You talking about the city square ritual strat? That definitely works. But I'm trying to do Atlas completion right now, so we're just going to be doing this as we complete our Atlas. Chieftain is getting it tapped 100%. No, dude. They wouldn't, bro, because according to the community, it just got nerfed. Don't you remember? What is your DPS right now? Probably pretty bad. RF is like 150k. Chad, do you want to see what I have here? I got some saltwater taffy. You see this? We're gonna reward ourselves throughout today with some saltwater taffy. They're like 28 calories per. It's pretty good, yeah, it's pretty good. Your teeth hurt looking at that. Why are you biting the taffy, bro? Just let it melt in your mouth. You prefer haichus. You know my cat loves haichus? He doesn't like eat them, but if he sees a haichu on the floor, specifically the green one, he'll pick it up in his mouth, walk around the house, meow with it, and then he'll start like smacking the shit out of it like a toy. I'm gonna die. Wait, what is this? Okay, I cannot fight this at all. I don't know what I summoned here, but I cannot kill this. I fucked up? I didn't know they were possessed with auras? Like, hello? No! Bro, they're ghosted with auras, man. Get out of here. Okay, cool. That jar will be gone in 6 hours. Nah, I'm really good with my candy management right now. I'm on my weight loss journey and I gotta reward myself for losing weight, you know? 4 pieces of taffy a day. I've only had 3 in total, and that was over the past like 3 days already. I got tempted to eat the watermelon one because it looked too good, man. The designs on them are too good. I remember you saying that when you ate chips and nearly decimated the back. Okay, hey, look, but it's really hard to just eat. Oh my god, it says all rituals complete. That's so nice. It's really hard to only consume... Oh, Omen of Jeweler. That's kind of sick. It's really hard to only consume, like, you know, a handful of salt and vinegar chips, okay? Someone breaks out the salt and vinegar chips, I'm gaining weight. It doesn't... There's not really any discussion there, okay? That's just how it has to be. It is a candidate for, like, swapping, but definitely wait for T1 multi if we're going to do that. Ooh, fire gem. That's good, actually. You said it would last you for 5 days. Well, yeah, it lasted me for 2, and then I ate them all on the other day, so it lasted 3 days. I mean, that's not bad. That's like a passing grade, right? I'll take it. Kinetic Fusillade is pretty much one button. How is Kinetic Fusillade? I hear it's 50-50, because like a lot of people really like it, but you can fuck it up. But the totem version is really nice, right? Wait. Oh, that map is 15. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Totem version slaps. Maybe we'll try it. Alright, chat, we're getting some taffy. Ooh, what color do we go for? We got the orange swirl. Okay, hold on. We got the yellow with I don't even know what's in there. Okay, hold on. Red. Okay, red. There's a red? Red. Oh, wait. Like, you want like this one? Like this, like this? There's no red, but there's like the pink swirl one. I think that's the darkest red color we have in here. It is. Okay, hold on. So we got the pink with the swirl, but hold up. We also got the pink with the blue swirl. I don't know what the difference is. Naruto fish cake. I did think of that when I saw it, yeah. No blue swirl that's not red. Okay, alright, first one is... Here we go, let's see. Alright. Mind control candy. Tell us the flavor. Sure, here is what it looks like. Why does it smell like cinnamon? No fucking way this is cinnamon. It's cinnamon. Boy, that's kind of good. Oh, it's like Big Red. I cannot do this yet. That's so interesting to have that flavor with this texture. Wow. You scared me, bro. What the fuck? Nameless ritual, second ritual. Yo, what are the chances I just get Hateful Accuser right now? There's no way, right? Yeah, I don't want to talk about Last League, man. Last League took us like 6 days of ritual. Why is he laughing at me, man? It's fucked up. It's fucked up and it's not funny. Guys, do I one-shot the boss with Hinakura? Or does he one-shot me?
More fighting. More.
Oh, no explodery.
Oh, the chase begins.
Alright, my cinnamon taffy's done already. It's been 30 minutes into the stream. When do we get the next one? The 2-hour mark? ZDPS experience. Why are you guys laughing at me, bro? I'm trying. If you get a Nameless ritual and you get a Mirage, is it duped, by the way? Gotta get the jar out of sight, or are you gonna be thinking about Taffy all day? Yes. Why didn't you tell me to block Blight, bro? Okay, but maybe, hold on. Maybe.
Approach. What is your desire? A wish.
Maybe it hits a ritual. It hits a ritual!
You have no idea what you're doing.
I want another piece of taffy. Oh, this is a lot of tribute. Holy shit. I guess because it's only one. Okay, so now we just... Okay, so what's the strat here? We defer. And then we re-roll. And then we defer.
Our illustrious champion returns.
Yeah, and then we re-roll.
Welcome home.
Donovan! Thanks for 69 months, dude. Appreciate it. Ah, Nameless Ring. Oh my goodness, and an Archdemon. Can I just... I have to choose between the Archdemon... Wait, the Archdemon is already rolled well. 61 life regen rate, dual res. Is that prefix open for +1? Okay, I'm fucking buying that. That's literally my new helmet right now. I am literally just buying... Defer. Yeah, good enough. Okay, we're just doing that. So minus one audience, and I'm okay with that. It's literally done already. Like, what? What the fuck? It is. Okay. Defer the third one. Literally can't. I don't have enough tribute. Imagine skipping the tiger. Why do I care about the tiger? That shit's a minion, bro. That's banned.
They always were, and always shall.
You love the SSF feelings? They're really nice, yeah. They are really nice, for sure. Also do need a little bit of Blight. So maybe we just do the Blight really fast, too. I don't know. Guess I could do Blight whenever I want. Streamer client only dropped 2 raw div this league. You just gotta engage in more juicy strats and you get divines.
It's branching exile.
Incoming cord belt? If I drop a cord belt, I can't even use it though. I have to get like 100 fossils first. Chad, are you going to teach me to play Torchlight? Pretty sure I'm going to play Torchlight Infinite this league around. I don't see you doing Delve for fossils.
I cannot do this.
I mean, if I wanted to play the game more, I guess I would. It's not bad. No, I don't think it's bad. It's just, it's hard for me to get into it, that's all. It's a very tricky game, I feel, to get into. Well, I guess it's not. For me, it's tricky. You might like it more than PoE. I don't know, dude. I feel like every build I look at in Torchlight is just, like, the same. I guess you can kind of say the same thing about PoE. You just, like, walk and everything kind of just kabooms, no? I link you something and you tell me if it's good. Sure. Isn't Harvest better if you don't want to delve? Ooh. Well, problem with Harvest is I can't get fossils from it. Normally, I would never do delve, and I'd get all my fossils from random shit. Is this good? Oh, you're in standard. Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. I have not looked at a, whatchamacall item in so long. What is that called again? What is that called again? Is this Mirror Helm? Crucible, yeah. Elevated Conch, T1 Life, Unveiled +2, 30 more Ellie, Trap and Mind Burning. Yeah, it's perfect. It's not 30 quality! It's perfect, though. Is it possible to merge your League Starter and the final build? You mean the life stack? You don't really merge them. You can convert from the League Starter into the life stack.
A legendary battle.
I don't have the divines. Wait, I don't have the divines for the jewels used for final build, but I've already applied the tattoos in the same bloodline. I don't think you can really play, like, you can't, the problem is you can't play a budget life stack build. If you play a budget life stack build, you're kind of just gonna have a bad time. Sadly, there's no cheap way to mimic it.
It's trying to spread.
Just the way it goes, unfortunately.
The blight is trying to spread.
You can look at the video I made. I made 2 videos, the high-end life stacker and the more budget, and you can look at that, but unfortunately, even the budget one is still gonna run you like 300 divines minimum probably, because Foulborn Wrathpith is like what, 200 plus? Then you need Adorned, jewels, and then you need what's the other, like Defiance of Destiny. From there, the rest of the gear is like pretty cheap, all things compared.
I cannot do this yet. I cannot carry this.
Long day.
0% Adorns are quite cheap.
The job never ends.
I'd think they'd be more expensive because they're a perfect garbage, you know? Alright, what are the chances that we get our beautiful Hateful Accuser literally already? Hmm? Audience with the King is not terrible either. Light of Meaning is decent on fire damage, if we get fire damage. 50-50. Hey, 50-50's... Why do I have 9,000 tribute? Okay, so we're going to defer the audience. I don't need any of these. We're going to hit the reroll button. Okay. I'm just going to defer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And there is a Nameless ring, and then I'm just going to reroll again. Yeah. This could have been it right there. Uber, Eater, Exarch are wrecking you with a Shaper Shield. Well, you're trying to fight Ubers on a budget. You can't really do that, sadly, with RF. Okay, let me defer that. And then do I just reroll again to try to defer everything? Nothing is like red and angry, so that would be the play. We reroll one more time. In SSF. Good luck with Ubers in SSF, man. That's a nightmare. I'm going to be honest with you. Alright, here we go. Reroll one more time. And we got you. And we're actually perfect there. Wait, actually, is there anything red? I can't actually tell. I forgot. I don't know why I didn't really think about that, but we're actually okay, no? I think we're okay. Sure. Now we're just going to go buy them all out. You're risking the rerolls. I know, I didn't think about that. I looked at them and they're not red, and then I rerolled and I forgot that they could be red on that reroll, but it's okay. So do we take this? We take this now. Immutable Dogma, and we go buy out all of our stuff. And then we remove it, because we have so many things deferred. Yeah, will it show red even if it's grayed out? It will, right? Like, it'll still show red. Okay. You found any Barrias? No.
I cannot do this yet.
What the fuck? There we go. How's your scarab situation? Non-existent. Haven't done anything for scarabs yet. I would have to set up, I think, an ambush strat to get scarabs. Strongbox of vomit inducing. Vomit because it gives you so many scarabs you don't know what to do with them? Or what are we talking about here? Boring? I love strong boxes, bro. I think they're fun as fuck. They're like shrines, but instead of buffs, you get loot. You know what I mean? Do you have any guide or video talking about Elementalist? Sure, play Chieftain. I just think Elementalist is worse in every regard. It will level faster than Chieftain, up to maybe like early mapping, like maybe red maps. But it's been nerfed over time, and with the constant golem nerfs, I just don't really see the reason to play it. That's all. So, there's a better interaction you can do instead of that white. The issue with what you're suggesting is that your leech will only apply from your explosions, and you will just instantly heal the full, right? And then your leech falls off. On a flask, there is a mod you can type. There's a mod you can craft. You'll see me using it sometimes. And it is called... You basically heal, you leech for 15% of the damage dealt to you. So every time a mob hits you. That interaction, I would say, is a bit more consistent. If you want to look into that. It just has a life roll? Okay, I'm taking that. I'm fucking taking that. We're taking, oh, I don't know, maybe, let's see. 7,000? How about I take this one? And then we just defer. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't defer that one. Alright, well, that's better than nothing. I use Filter Blade to make my filters, yeah.
Cannot do this yet.
You know about Hero Siege? Yeah, might be checking out on Friday. Did they really nerf golems right after they buffed them? They just nerfed the buffs they give. They didn't nerf the... They didn't nerf the respawn mechanic. It's just the problem with Elementalist is you could play any build you wanted and it would just work because the golems turbocharge you. And I think that's not exactly very good, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just not sure what we're doing in Hero Siege. I don't know if we're going to try a private league or if I should just play SSF or I should just go play on the main servers. Wow, that's garbage tribute. Holy shit, that is literally terrible. That's red. How about we just... Can I do... Wait. Hold on. Let's just defer you. Okay, and I can't buy anything, so I'm just going to defer what I can. SSF min-max. Well, the thing about SSF is I don't play games as much as I used to. Better yet, that's not right. I don't stream as much as I used to. So I want to make sure I can accomplish my goals if I'm playing SSF. I think it's your first time playing? Oh, no, I've been covering Hero Siege for like 8 years. I just don't play it nearly as much. Now I play like maybe once a year, once every few years. How's it back? So-and-so, it's getting better, but it's a journey. That's why the stream was delayed today, because my back was not doing well, so I had to go lay down with an ice pack for an hour. Sending dust helps a lot, yeah. You have 2 herniated discs in your back? That sucks. I don't know what that feels like. I have 2 bulging discs in my back. The L4, L5, and then is it L4, S1? Okay. Cannot believe we literally just looted a new helmet like that. Kind of disgusting. I do lose fire res, and I kind of need it, but at the same time, we're getting cold and lightning, so even if I don't harvest swap, it's still okay. I do need Fizz Taken As. That would help a lot. If I can get some Fizz Taken As on it, let's see. No! I almost just ruined the implicits. That was close. Not gonna do that. Okay, plus area gems. Good. Right, let's do 4 socket really fast. I was ready to LMAO. Wow, didn't even try to help, man. Just trying to fucking laugh at me. That's the Twitch chat, I know. Alright, we're gonna do 2 green. And then we're gonna add remove socket to get that green. How do you increase more damage on fire trap? I have 2.2 mil and I want to get more. 2.2 mil tooltip or 2.2 mil RF POB? Because 2.2 mil tooltip seems really high already, no? If you're past my POB, like you have everything in there, I don't really have any more guidance for you because I don't play Trade League to that extent. I could tell you to go to PoE Ninja or my Discord or Global 911 and ask there. Alternatively, if you want a stronger build overall, in my opinion, you can convert to Lifestack RF. Okay, nice. 187. I much prefer SSF. Yeah, I mean trade is fun, but SSF like makes me use my brain more. I don't, they're very different, but I definitely prefer SSF. That's a bad map. Do you think RF is still viable in Gauntlet when it has Ruin? I have no idea. Fan of HC. Nope. Played HC for many, many years back in the day. I have 2 level 100s, and then I called it. Not interested in the game mode anymore. It lost its appeal. The 7 hits dead sounds bad for RF. I think we need to clarify that. The 7 hits equal dead sounds bad for players that don't understand mechanics, which is about 99.9% of Path of Exile players. Realistically, there's nothing stopping you from frost blinking around a boss fight. It's just people like to face tank, right? What the heck? Oh, here we go. You're not face tanking Gauntlet anyway? I did a lot of face tanking in Gauntlet campaign with RF Chieftain, mainly because of the massive recovery layer. But yeah, just the campaign, not like past the campaign. How do you not get stuck on everything with shield charge? You need to get used to it. One big tip I could provide is when you try to shield charge and you get stuck, immediately frost blink somewhere else. Yeah, I still talk to Xeno from time to time. Damn, Dawnbreaker makes me feel really tanky. Holy shit. And this is a reduced block map, too. Dawnbreaker good, man. Do we get Shape or Shield? I think it was here? It's right here. There was another ritual. Yeah, here it is. Why am I getting so much tribute, though? Is this normal? I thought you'd get a lot less tribute. Maybe I'm confusing PoE 2. Oh, it's the... Never mind, I'm dumb. It's the node on the tree. It's double tribute, no reroll. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah. Grab this one, and then I could grab this one, and probably double defer still. Did I need to do that? I don't actually know, but it's okay. We almost grabbed them all. You didn't take the node off. I still gotta, like, finish this, so... Check Jewel.
Ready yourself.
Is Dawnbreaker better than Rise?
What is your desire?
I want to say I like it more than Rise of the Phoenix, and that is primarily because I am okay with using my Ruby Flask to hit 90 max res, but they're both good options. You get 2 clusters, do you spam Deli? Yeah, I don't have the Atlas on hand right now, but there is an Atlas you run with a mainly it's the Scarab selection. You do a very specific Scarab setup to get like 40 to 60 cluster jewels per map or something. Yeah, you're probably doing melee run in Gauntlet, not necessarily rolling magma setup. Is Dawnbreaker pre-BIS and SSF? No, you just go Shaper Shield. Shaper Shield's much better than Dawnbreaker. Just if you happen to get Dawnbreaker on like your first kill or your second kill or whatever, you can use it until you get Shaper Shield. There's a lot of people who don't like glancing blows because they take glancing blows and POB says they're weaker. And it's because a lot of people just don't understand how damage intake works in PoE, right? When you're doing like T16 mapping, like I am right now, you can layer your character to where you're almost immortal as long as you're not putting too many damage mods on. And when you have like 7k plus life with life on block, the chances of you dying goes down massively. Once you start entering like niche mapping strats, I would say, that is when maybe you want to push to like true block, but this all depends on the strats you're running more than anything, right? Which is faster for Breach, your League Starter or Life Stacker? Life Stacker is just better overall. Life Stacker, very good.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah, Shaper Shield will just come naturally. If you see what we're doing here, we're doing Destructive Play while we're doing Ritual. Destructive Play is going to be spawning us these bosses. Bosses are going to drop like the Shaper maps, and then we're gonna just do like Shaper rotations to basically get it.
I cannot do this yet.
Is there... No, I don't know what my Mirage button is. My Mirage is V and my Portal is B, but when I press V, it doesn't work for Mirage, so I've just been fucking clicking it this whole time. Instead of literally spending 25 seconds to go through the actual... spending 25 seconds to go through and change keybinds, I have just manually clicked it this whole league. I don't know what's wrong with me. The video of you crafting the helmet hurt my soul. The dual influence helm isn't a friend of mine. Yeah, dual influence can be really annoying, but it increases your chance of hitting, like, you know, because you want area of effect and then lucky, like if you can get conk effect, you go for conk effect too. It's set to F7 and it doesn't work. Huh. Use F7, go back to the portal. But mine says V, not F7. I have a question regarding Hateful Accuser and AoE. I have the feeling when playing, I was struggling to get explodes on the boss. I increased AoE, but now my impression was the mobs were spawning further away. I mean, the goal is you just need to supercharge your AoE, so no matter where a phantasm dies, you hit the boss. I don't know if you followed my guides, specifically the one I made on YouTube from last league and maybe the league before, but you get obnoxious amounts of AoE where no matter where a phantasm dies, it's gonna hit the boss. Set yours on same as... Okay, let's see. Where do I see Mirage? There we go. Oops. I think it's almost standing time. Saffles frame. Saffles is nice. I remember when we used that from time to time on some jug variants. Wait, the Arc Demon Crown is actually so much damage. Holy, compared to what we were doing before, essentially the free +2 is very big. With Gauntlet sucking so bad for melee early, does it make any sense to mule a range tune? I mean, I don't really know what people are playing in Gauntlet that excels in the early game. My brain's not really wrapped around it, but if the caster route is too difficult for leveling, you can definitely, well, if the Marauder caster route is too difficult for leveling, you can definitely, you know, do something else and then mule it gear. Realistically, if you have some leveling gear, Marauder caster is actually not terrible. As long as you know what you're doing. Like, Ignite Prolive mechanics are still very friendly because you can kite very well with it. But yeah, I'm not the best person to ask here, sadly, sorry. Let's take you for 7k. Oh, that's nice. Exclamation mark adorned will bring you the breakpoints, friend. Wait, where's the Mirage? Did I miss it? Probably. Oh, Mirage, where'd you go? I mean, if we don't find it... Oh, there it is, right here. Does this hit a ritual? Seems like it's kind of far away.
Approach.
Breach Tree for Wrathbit. I don't have a command for one if that's what you're asking. It's just like you would craft anything else though. Force int, lower dex, lower strength, prioritize shield, and, you know, increase the chance of rerolling.
All suffering in this world.
I feel like once you've made one item with the Breach Tree, you kind of understand how to do them all, but maybe that's just me. Wait, I put the hotkey for the League mechanic, and it just still says V.
I cannot do this yet.
Is it not League mechanic? Is there another hotkey I need to replace? No, you didn't. Yes, I did. What do you mean? Is it not League mechanic? All the way at the bottom. Huh? I'm being trolled right now, bro. It's not League mechanic, it's something else I'm supposed to be changing? What do you guys think no to? No, it's Portal. Oh, okay, I thought, you know, because the League is Mirage, I would change the League mechanic button. It's still... Return to Mirage Portal. Okay, maybe it just needs time. Set Portal also. Well, I set my Portal on B. What do you mean? People said I could use the same hotkey for both. You can change Portal. Why would I want to change the hotkey I've been using this whole time? Some of you guys are very silly. I'm very confused, man. Okay, fuck that Mirage. I'm not going back in there. Let's see. Now your League interface is B as well. Does your Portal still work? Let's see. Where's Portal? That's what you meant by Portal. I understand. Where is... Very annoying. Okay. So now surely they're both the same hotkey and everything is okay. Yeah? You sound like a teacher speaking to elementary school students. Look, man, you stream long enough and you'll feel like a teacher too. I guess technically I am the student right now. Yeah, that's a fair point.
I cannot do this yet.
I need to stand. My back's hurting a little. Let's see. I wonder if I'll ever be able to sit in a chair again for like fucking 18 hours and not even realize 18 hours went by. At some point in time, right boys? We'll get there. No? Shut up, bro. What do you mean? Maybe a wheelchair. Bro, you think a wheelchair will support my back better than my Herman Miller? Wait a minute! I was about to say, what happens if you're in a wheelchair and you have back issues like me? How the fuck do you sit? But then again, some people who are in a wheelchair are literally paralyzed, so I guess they can't feel the back pain. But man, what kind of life would that be if you were forced to be wheelchair bound? What the fuck is that? If you were forced to be wheelchair bound and you had like fucked up discs in your back, how would you... What even happens? Like you're just kind of fucked, no? What is the fix for the discs? Well, step one would be getting into physical therapy, but I've contacted this place and they're kind of ghosting my ass, so I mean, I gotta go to physical therapy. I guess there's two options. A, go to physical therapy. B, go to a specialist who's going to charge me $1,000, and then he's going to make me go to physical therapy. So the goal is go to physical therapy, get an evaluation done, get set with a home program, start following up with that. If back doesn't feel better, then go to the specialist and charge more money. But that's not what we're trying to do, right? Your core exercises? Yeah. You're an L5 S1 survivor yourself. I'm an L5 S1 with what is it? 2mm bulge, and then L4 L5 1mm bulge. Yeah. You hang. So we actually have a bar to hang from. I haven't set it up yet. Ooh, 15k tribute. Let's go. How am I gonna get 15k tribute and then it doesn't even put the fucking thing in here? Yo, 20% quality frostblink. Let's go. Sure. Whatever. Not a fun experience. Yeah, it's really not. You know how you like want to play video games? I want to play them too, but I have to lay down in a bed with an ice pack underneath my back. On top of
Make your wish.
top of having like a leg under my, or my pillow under my leg. Continue to do sports till today and move. Oh, you're okay. Never mind. You're talking about yourself. I see. I was like, shit. I don't think I can do some fucking sports. Buy a Steam Deck. I could actually buy a Steam Deck. That's not too bad of a suggestion. I don't know what I'd play on it though. Crosscode in bed. Hanging is so good. Yeah, that's what I feel like my back needs is to hang. You know I have 25k tribute? What the actual fuck? Yeah, I think it might be time to do a few exercises. I'm just scared to exercise and then hurt myself more, but I felt the best after building this desk, and that was definitely like doing a lot of lifting and moving around.
The astral chain is broken.
Yoink. Wait, this is not right. I need to increase my DPI here. There we go. With Phantasm spawning further away. Wait, did they nerf the Phantasm spawning again? Have you thought of yoga? I mean, I already do like stretching poses. That's as good as yoga as I get right now. Why RF no use Maven boots? Because Scorch doesn't do anything for Chieftain, and Chieftain has built-in explode, so it's anti-synergistic.
Time to up the stakes.
I can't move at all. What is happening? Like I literally can't play the game. Okay, well I guess I can tank him, no problem. I have a pull-up bar racket sometimes passing by I hang to let my spine decompress and I can feel it unlock. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Like, I can feel something in my lower back feel like it's extremely stiff right now, and it, like, my body is telling me it wants to hang from, like, a branch. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I communicate with my body. It tells me what it wants.
Business. Long day.
Return to monkey. Bro, it's telling me to do it, and I want to do it. Get an inversion table. We actually have one, but it's in storage right now, in our old storage. And I don't want to sit in a car for 30 minutes, because I can barely sit in my chair for 30 minutes.
Atrophy flesh. More enemies.
Eat a banana, hang from branch, look at tree, good day. That actually sounds like a fucking glorious day, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Gift for murdering.
I would love to eat a banana and hang from a tree right now. Oh wait, didn't I have a T16? I do. Elder Archdemon or Giant Slayer? Archdemon is +2, Giant Slayer is +0, +2 is superior. Attach your monitor to the ceiling and play laying down. That would be really trippy though. What if you start getting scared of the Chieftain explosions? You think they're going to hit you IRL? Why does my Tempest Shield work as a skill and not a buff? I don't know what that means. Common issues would be not following the... like, accidentally linking support gems to your skills, making the aura, like, the reservation cost go up. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Get a projector and stream that way. Oh. And I have buff icon shown. I guess that could be a thing too. I never really thought about that, but I guess that could be a thing too. Chieftain have a good place for inspired learning. What is inspired learning again? Is that the pseudo headhunter thing? Where you need to take like 4 notables? Or am I thinking of... Is that what that is? Okay, I kind of feel like that's a waste. Never really tried to build that before. You could try, like, here or here. Those are I don't know if they work, but those would be the 2 spots you would put it. I mean, I don't know what you get from Headhunter with this build. You get big energy shield and big movement speed, and I don't know what else.
Approach.
Bro, Sushi's killing it with RF Chieftain, isn't he? Is he liking it, by the way? Zelva, you've been watching his stream, right?
Make your wish. Choose what you
He found a Foulborn Wrathpith from the tree. What?
come back alive.
There's a clip of him saying it's his new Walmart breach farm build. Bro, all I'm trying to say is that RF gets a really bad rep because experienced players watch new players play the build and think it's bad. But if you watched any new player play any build, it would look bad. You know? That's the thing. So, like, I get RF is not good number-wise. Nobody's gonna disagree. But you're playing a build that has built-in explodes, and you can dot cap your, like, Ignite Prolift from Hinakura, so... Any Forbidden Shaco combinations? You know, I don't know. Before investing that much in a build, I would just go Lifestack RF, personally. I thought the POB was excellent. Nice, happy to hear. Usually I feel PoE content creators are a little too go-go and they don't like read anything and then they get lost. So, I don't know. I get it. I mean, my POB is very custom to the point where maybe it's too hard for some of them to read, but it brings a lot of new player clarity. That's why I do it. Why is Swift Affliction support doesn't work RF? It does, you need to use Life Tap with it. Otherwise, it will not work. I think the main thing is the lack of single target. Yeah, I mean, everyone should be aware, though, that, like, RF isn't played for the single target. I don't think that's the issue. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that that's the issue, but I think that people correlate lack of single target with lack of clear. But in PoE, that's not the case. How'd you farm enough currency for Lifestack? I did my Breach Beyond, which is not nearly as lucrative now because of how late we are in the league, and I did a lot of profit crafting. Profit crafting, like, I craft gear for myself, it's not good enough, sell. Craft gear, not good enough, sell. Finally got my new piece, sell my old piece, etc. Hateful Accuser fixes single target. It does, yeah. Hateful Accuser does fix single target, but there's too many variants for me to keep up to date for people. So it's not that I gatekeep those versions, it's that I just leave them for, you know, people who want to scour my YouTube or want to go a little bit above and beyond. They can just use that information.
Hey. The job never ends.
Okay, let's refund. Oh, no, wrong one. What am I doing? Refund that. Run a mist boss. I'm good. May I link you a grasping mail I made? Sure. Numbers-wise, it's hard for me to say what's better than Cloak of Flame. It's hard for me to do that, but I could potentially see if it's good, you know. Cover in Ash. Armor is increased by overcapped fire. I mean, the Cover in Ash is good. I don't know if it's worth the body. I don't know how much armor you're getting from that. In my head, I can't see that being better than Cloak of Flame, but with like a Mageblood Granite scaling your armor like crazy, maybe? I'm not really sure. I'm on console, so I use Mobalytics. Yeah, I've tried to keep the Mobalytics up to date as much as possible. There are some minor bugs with importing that I cannot fix easily, but if you spend some time and look through the tree, you'll see that everything makes sense. Like, it dupes some cluster jewels and stuff, which obviously don't use 2 of them, but if you look in the passive tree, you'll see it's not using 2 of them. I also find RF, or at least your RF guide, seem to be somewhat tanky compared to other guides that mainly focus on getting damage and don't talk about defensive layers. Yeah, that's another issue, I feel, with PoE, and I guess it's not really an issue, it's the way people like to play the game. Investing in defensive layers costs currency, scaling damage costs currency, but is more immediate, right? Because you hit mob, you do damage, you have feedback. If you spend 52 divines to get a new defensive layer like spell suppression, and then you run a map that has, you know, less effective spell suppression, and then you die, you're like, why did I put this money in? And I think that is a hurdle that people, if they want to get better at the game, have to go down that route. They have to understand, like, what counters what, how to build a character correctly, right? It is a shame, though, sometimes to see, and it's not as bad now, I feel, but it is a shame, like, to see people foregoing defensive layers, just playing 6 portal builds, and then trying to play a build like RF and just completely sabotaging the guide and saying it's bad because they don't want to take the time to understand map mods and things like that, right? But, you know, you can't appeal to every player. It doesn't work like that.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
All I have to do is wait, and eventually you
Razik, thanks to 17.
will not.
12 passive fire. My Ellie hit Deadeye is only a 2 portal build, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, friend. Happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. How long have I been standing for? 15 minutes, maybe? Fuck. Gotta go longer. Gotta stand longer, even though my fucking foot hurt. Let me try bending my knees, actually. Well, that actually feels kind of okay. Let's try that. Is there a reliable way to get Defiance of Destiny in SSF? No. How many leagues have you played RF? I have no idea. I started in Breach League, and I also played in Harbinger. I think those were after each other, and then I took a really long break and didn't play a lot of RF, and then I played it a bunch.
Time to up the stakes. Inescapable.
Thought of standing pads to help. Wouldn't do a single thing. I have an issue with my foot. It doesn't really matter what I stand on. I have a called a fatigue mat on or anti-fatigue mat, but that doesn't fix my problem with my foot. I broke my ankle like close to 15 years ago, and it just never really healed correctly. And ever since my back problems, I obviously put more weight on my feet than anywhere else right now, so it's just kind of really supercharged that problem. You tried CWS DDRF? No. I never really played CWS RF. Did you use the knee technique? It's gonna hurt me. My knees are not really very good. I can't put my weight per se on a chair on my knee. I'm just alternating between my feet basically. My knees are both double jointed. The kneecaps can pop out of the socket, so I have to be like a little careful with putting too much pressure on them. Yeah, my knees, my left shoulder, all my fingers, like super hypermobile. Like, I don't know if this will, I don't think you can like see it per se, but like, you can kind of see, it doesn't really do it justice though. Like here, do you hear my, here. Okay, I'll give you an example of what I can do with like other parts of my body. So you see my fingers, right? Listen to this. Can you hear that? That's me locking my fingers, and I can push with the joints. I don't know how to explain that. I can do that with my knees and my shoulder. It's not exactly very good, but, you know, it is what it is, so. Sockets and shoulders, what gem do you put there? I'm currently using level 10 supported by broken back support. You can do that, but not with your knees. Yeah, just like I can take my little pinky finger and I can pull it like this, and then I can push it all the way like that. And I can take my thumb and I can flip it around and it can touch back here like this. And I can do this other thing with my thumb, I call it the robot, where I can take it and go 1, 2, 3. You see that? It's got like the 3 joint pop. A lot of fun stuff. Yeah. So also, here's a fun one. Let's see if you can do it. It's been a while since we've done this. Take your index finger and your pinky finger and grab them like this. So you'll make a little hole. Then take your middle finger and put it in the hole and take it out without it breaking. You see what I mean? So index finger, pinky finger, put them together, take the middle finger, put it in the hole without it breaking. Okay? And then pull it out. And if you're really experienced, you can fit 2 fingers. I can't do that anymore. It's been a while. Fit 2 fingers in. I can't. I think my fingers are too fat. It would look like that, but that's cheating. You'll fuck up your hand. I can't get my pinky and index finger to close. Like this. It's my pinky is super flexible, that's why. I'm glad my wife wasn't in the room. Cloak of Flame, we made a level 18 character and gambled it. Took maybe 600k, 500k gold.
I cannot do this yet.
If you had to play a build that isn't RF, what would you choose? I don't know, I'd go find something that's interesting. Depends if we're talking about a league starter, if we're talking about, like, not a league starter. I'd say it's like 50-50. I genuinely really like RF, but I also play it because it helps me with my stream, right? Not from a numbers point of view. That's not actually what I'm talking about. When I get asked RF questions 24/7, bullet listed, when I'm playing the build, it's easier for me to answer the questions. If my brain is wrapped around an entirely different build and I'm getting spammed with 300 RF questions a day, it kind of kills the immersion a little bit of trying something else. So this is also why I play a lot of RF. You can see me doing slams. You know, when I was laying in bed this morning, before I went live, I was thinking about playing Slams Berserker.
We shall be.
Is it Berserker Slams you go? With their OP Defiance of Destiny node? Right now, I'm only playing RF until I get used to my new desk setup, though, because I'm still not used to this. Is it tanky, Zerker Slams? I play it in hardcore, I'm sure it's tanky. What is the funniest or stupid question you got asked about RF? I don't know, I don't try to make fun of people, let me think. I don't have a dumb question, I have like a dumb statement from some guy. There was a guy on YouTube, sadly it's almost always on YouTube, complaining about how he doesn't understand how the build is recommended because he tried to play RF and he couldn't find any int in the shop, so he kept making new characters instead of just leveling. And he said he spent like 15 hours trying to get int on his Marauder and he went through like 10 different characters. I I don't understand that. Like, I really, and I just responded to him and I said, why don't you watch the first 10 minutes of my video? And then he responded back really aggressively saying like, I just spent 15 hours doing this and you want me to watch more of your content? And he's like, what kind of shitty YouTuber do you think? Like, and I'm just like, bro, you're making your life really difficult. All you have to do is watch the first 5 to 10 minutes of this and you're done. Like, there's nothing, that's it. Like, I don't understand why some people, they just go so far in the other direction. It's like somebody recommends my content, they click it, they watch for 10 seconds, and then they're like, you know what, fuck this guy, I know better, I'm gonna do this. By the way, when I complain, I'm blaming you. So, I don't know. Then there was another guy who was talking about how, and this one's not nearly as bad. I just thought I was confused. He was talking about how his RF in the campaign does so little damage it can't even kill white mobs, and he has to spam his skill to kill white mobs. And I don't get that either, because like RF kills white mobs instantly. Like I don't get it. So I don't know if these people are just playing a different game or what is happening exactly. But I see them all, man. And that's because I get the brunt of the new players, right? I get most of the new players. Probably linked brutality. I have no idea, man. Whoa, that was a big-ass DD on a Rogue Exile, I think. Is a DD on something. Not maybe a Rogue Exile probably would have killed me. Can I send a screenshot to understand if my weapon would be better or not compared to the unique that's normally used? Sure, the better answer for you is to just plug it into Path of Building or literally equip it and look at your damage, but if you want to send me a screenshot, I can try. RF doesn't scale with gem levels now. What breakpoints do you say to do Elder and Maven comfortably? Shaper Shield, Elder Helm? Block-based? So look at the block-based loadout in POB. You're more than capable of handling Maven at that point. Oh, 20% kinetic fusillade. I do like that there's an influence item in here. Gives me hope that maybe we find Cloak of Flame. Not Cloak of Flame, sorry, Shaper Shield.
Godslayer.
Okay. Let's try sitting down for a bit. At least we did some. Okay. Where did you get Cloak? I gambled it. Okay. Oh, damn, we're doing really good here, actually. I just realized. T10. Oh, these are all low tier. Okay. What's the easiest way to get big AoE for Hateful Accuser? Getting the cluster shown in my Path of Building. It is, I forgot what the nodes are, but one of them gives you AoE every time you kill a mob, which works great with the Phantasms, and the other one is Towering Threat. So you get 2 times those, and that's the biggest AoE spike you get. Is it Assert Dominance? Okay, Assert Dominance, Towering Threat, yeah. You pronounce words very funny. Yeah. They actually, in fact, from the Brazilian community, there was a guy who did like translations for GGG on like the Brazilian community, for the Brazilian community, and my content was so popular there that they didn't understand that I was mispronouncing things like Orb of Chaos. I said Orb of Chaos, and then the Brazilian community started saying it incorrectly because I got so many new people in from that community that they thought it was the right way. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah. I got Nebulous with fire damage implicit and my damage skyrocketed, but I don't understand why. Because if you have 90 max res, you're getting close to 450% elemental damage. Nebulous scales off of your max res. That's what makes it so strong. Resonant Cascade is really good, but unless you're really juicing, it's probably worth selling because of other people who are using it. The problem with expensive scarabs is that people are using them to the fullest extent, and if you're not doing the same, it's probably not going to be worth it for you, Sap. I would probably just sell. I'm gonna tell you what I ate for breakfast today, and I'm curious how many of you guys would like this. You ready? My breakfast today, I took 3 eggs. I whisked them real well. A little bit of butter in the pan. Okay, on low heat. Put the eggs in. Waited a little bit for them to cook. Some shredded Mexican cheese. A nice handful of ripped up spinach. And a cut up jalapeno. And then, after the omelet comes out, a little bit of salt and black pepper on top. I don't do it while I cook it. It is phenomenal, dude. I'm eating that for breakfast for a while. Yeah, spinach is really hit or miss for me. Like, if the spinach is not cooked too much to the point where it's like a nasty glob, I think it's good. You just have to be careful about, like, you gotta really make sure you rip up the spinach so it's not like a nasty glob. You know what I mean? Shakshuka. I don't know what that is. What is shakshuka? That sounds like 500 calories. I mean, the 3 eggs are quite a bit, and the little bit of cheese and the butter. But the thing is, I want to eat a big breakfast, because if I don't eat a big breakfast, I'm going to end up snacking through my lunchtime, because I don't usually eat lunch on stream, and because I take medication in the morning, and I really need to eat for my medication. How did you pronounce it correctly? Shakshuka. Shakshuka? Wait. It's an egg dish. It's eggs poached in tomato sauce. Well, how did... I made an omelet. There was no tomato in it. I mean, I'd eat tomato on the side. I'm cool with that. I don't think I want to heat the tomato up, like if it's a raw tomato. A tomato sauce is different, but if it's just a raw tomato, I don't want to like put it in the omelet. I put it on the side. That sounds really good though. I like dishes with egg. Like as a, I don't know. I don't eat a lot of eggs, but I like eggs when they're done well. Have you tried doing raw eggs and rice? Huh?
Time to up the stakes.
Why? It's a Japanese thing. Raw eggs and rice is amazing. Is it because, like, the rice is hot and you have, like, a... Okay, when you say raw eggs, we need some context, bro. Are you like, you know, you go over to your rice cooker, you take your rice out, and then you're like, ah, I can't wait for breakfast, and you crack an egg over it and you just eat it? What am I? Is it because it cooks a little bit? Because it, like, is it because it cooks a bit when it's on the rice? Don't eat raw eggs in the U.S. Yeah, I think the problem is U.S., right? Like,
Godslayer.
I don't eat anything raw here unless it's, like, designed to be that way. You can ask a question, how do you get 2% max res on boot implicit? It is uncanny at how expensive this is, but you basically need to use... let's see here. You need to use Grand. You need to hit 1 max fire. Then you have to use the one that elevates. So you would use Grand, and then you would use Exceptional Eater. And then you have to elevate, so you'd get here, and then you have to elevate again to get here. And this would be the 2 max fire. But it's a dice roll, and you spend a lot of money on it, and it can go backwards, so...
Welcome. Godslayer. The job never ends.
So, appreciate it, my
Our
dude.
illustrious
Thanks.
champion returns. Welcome home.
Fire and cold res. That's already better than this shitty jewel. What do you think the chances are that we poop out another Cloak of Flame, you know? Just another Cloak of Flame real fast?
Cool.
Actually, how many jewelers? Okay.
Long day.
I need you. 50-50. I'll take 50-50. God damn it. Not another ghost ride, bro.
Happy hunting. Business.
You have an Omen. Yeah, but the problem with the Omen is this shit is item level fucking, like, negative. So it would... Normally, that would work, but not with this. Annihilation with 2 max fire. Is that possible? No, but you can get Annihilation with 6% life and an endurance charge. Like, 1 max endurance charge. Which is very, very strong.
Long day. Welcome. Business.
You switched so it's cheaper. No, I switched because... You see these? These are called Scholar Robes. This is the base for Cloak of Flame. If you're on a higher level character, you're going to be getting bases appropriate to your character. So you're more likely to get higher level equipment. We don't want that. We need a low level piece of gear.
Long day. Well, ahoy there.
Not another ghost ride. Yeah, I don't want him anymore, man. High enough to get 6-socket. That's not relevant. You can force anything to be 6-socket on the crafting bench. What's the ghost to cloak ratio? I'll show you once I get another ghost ride in 13 seconds. Got a mirror drop in SSF, what would you do? I put it in the first spot in my currency tab, front and center, so people would keep asking what to do with it to build engagement. And what else are you gonna do with it? I'd craft a cogwork ring and mirror it. I mean, that doesn't sound worth it, but I don't really know what I'd... Probably nothing. You can vendor it. No! What auras did you use in SSF if you had Enlighten? I don't think anything changes with Enlighten. You can see a version in my POB with a specific cluster jewel and Enlighten to fit in Unbound Ailments. If you look in the POB loadouts and you drop it down to the 25% effect, you'll see what I'm talking about. 1 Cloak of Flame per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Ghost Rides at the moment. What do you use for your hair? All genetics? Nothing. Speaking of which, since people asked about this, people ask a lot about it. This is what I looked like back when I had dreads. This was me. So I stopped taking the knots out of my hair, and then it just dreaded. And then when I was taking the dreads out of my hair, I had like a regular set of hair, and then I still had my dreads. Very fun phase in my life, not gonna lie. Very unique hairstyle. I've never seen anyone else with it. You look good at 30. Oh, I wasn't 30, bro. I don't know what I was there. 20... Not sure. Mid-20s. UTech Smart, what's that? That's my mouse. I like your hair umbrella style you can do. Hair umbrella? You mean... This one? Is that what you're talking about? You know, on a cold day, sometimes you gotta keep yourself protected, you know? Protects me from the cold, protects me from the sun, bro. Nothing's going through here, dude. Are you playing Hero Siege? There is a very strong possibility. I think I want to play Hero Siege, yeah. Spider layer completed, okay. That is not an umbrella, but a turban. Well, this is all I've done. I've never done an umbrella. I just thought umbrella, you know, it protects me from the rain, so... For block base, if you don't have gain health on block, is gain health on kill okay? No, you cannot do the swap until you have that shield.
Make your wish. An interesting choice.
We don't use that unique jewel. It doesn't do anything for us. It's a nice fracture. Block recovery is the frame for how long you're stunned. Pretty sure. Doesn't do anything for us. I know the build isn't built with Ubers in mind, but when can someone reasonably do an Uber for challenges? I mean, the last loadout in the POB, you're probably viable to do Ubers, but I would not expect to be able to tank all the mechanics. If you convert to Lifestack, you can do all the Ubers, but it's very, very expensive. You can see the Lifestacker on my YouTube farming Ubers if you want an example. Recommend SF for a new player? Sure, I think SSF is more about your mindset versus anything else. If you, like, when I played PoE originally, I played SSF when it wasn't even a game mode, right? SSF is not for everyone, but it will force you to learn things about the game, where in Trade League, you can normally just skip that, right? And I personally feel when it comes to learning things, it's better for you to, like, ask a question and then go through the effort of learning it and figuring it out, rather than somebody just telling you. Because if somebody tells you and you never make mistakes, it's a lot easier to forget it, and it's a lot easier to know why. Or, yeah, basically when you figure things out your own, or you're in the game mode where you have to, I just feel that it's easier to learn and remember the stuff, right? Okay, this, I don't know what I did to this boss, but he's fucked up. Oh my goodness. Exchange any link for increased AoE. You can drop efficacy, you're going to lose a lot of damage, or you can imbue AoE with the imbue gems.
I was led into the darkness and given a torch burning with fury to guide my path to her. I felt her pull, felt the fires grow and lick and lash at my face. I was consumed by the journey and thrust into her care as a hollow shell, to protect and limit and never leave her. This would be my...
You're on softcore trade then, abuse Blade Vortex Pact on that Chieftain. It will do the same damage as Original Sin Ellie with 1/12 the price. You talking about for the people trying to do Ubers? The problem with that statement is we don't know what we did wrong, such the game doesn't tell us what we did wrong, aka no death message. I'm guessing unless you already know. I'm referring to, like, crafting and stuff. I'm not referring to, like, dying, per se. I'm referring to, like, going through the process of farming your essences, getting the base type, and then because you're trying to get the base type, you're probably going to look into why you want the base type, and then you're going to look up the probability potentially to craft because you have limited currency. Whereas in Trade League, you can just buy whatever you want, so you're less likely to go through the stages of character progression, but that's just me. Like, you get more... I don't know if I want to call it FOMO, but, like, you're less likely to just slam your current... I mean, I guess it depends on your progression. Maybe when you first start playing, you're going to, like, exalt slam everything and, you know, waste all your currency. But after a certain point when you're invested in your character progression, you're going to be a little bit more selective with what you're doing, and you're going to learn why. And that's mainly what I'm referring to.
Each night the silence came, and drove all thoughts of leaving into the inky black sea. I watched my hopes drown, watched them wash ashore lifeless and limp. The dawning
Oh, thanks to the gifted friend. Appreciate it.
cast off with reckless abandon.
Thanks, man. Chad, are you gonna play Hero Siege on Friday? I'm very heavily considering playing Hero Siege on Friday. Even if we only play it for a few days, I think it'll be fun. Almost at the 2-hour mark. What flavor next? Oh shit, yo! I lasted to the 2-hour or to the 2-hour mark. We'll see. I'll bring up the jar and you guys decide. The trees, bro. Wait, what do you mean the trees? They look juicy. Wait, what are you talking about? Also, Tara, do you know what I have here? I got this because of you. Have you not seen the trailer? No, I haven't even seen the trailer for Hero Siege. I gotta go look at it. You don't remember what those are? Do you not remember when you ordered like fucking 5 pounds of saltwater taffy? Exclamation mark adorned will bring him up. Yeah, I got 1 pound of taffy. Is RF good this league? RF is in a really good spot this league, yeah. Clear is better, boss damage is better, and if you want to scale into mirrors, you got Life Stacker version. Here is the trailer. Alright, let's give it a good watch. Sorry, YouTube, this is going to be muted. There's not much I can do about it. It's only 2 minutes long. I'll post it in the chat for you, YouTube, if you want to watch along, because it's going to be muted. Yeah, so this here is what I'm excited about, is that we have a skill tree in Hero Siege with 1,600 nodes. This is pretty cool. There's too much. Timu PoE. Hey man, it's just fun, bro. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. This is actually really good. The trailer's done really well. Why does it look so laggy? It's pretty cool. Even the trailer's 10 FPS. Look, it's budget PoE, okay? It means they're also on a budget PC.
I cannot do this yet.
It's only fair, dude.
You've done well. Choose what
They made that on a Game Boy.
role of your destiny.
RF is good for heist. Sure. Vampire Survivors exist. Well, this isn't anything like Vampire Survivors. It's an ARPG. How does that game not have copyright issues with GGG? I mean, listen, the lead dev of that game, do you want to know what he does? He launches his game, okay? The game servers are on complete fire. He goes to the grocery store across the street, picks up a 6-pack, leans back, and starts laughing at all the people bitching while drinking his beer, okay? That man doesn't give a fuck. That's not necessarily a good thing, but I'm just explaining the state of how that works. I have no idea. In terms of, like, copyright stuff, I don't know, like, what's taken, what's not. I have no idea, so. Base dev. Well, he's also done a lot of, like, bad stuff. Like, he probably shouldn't be on social media, but, you know, I don't really look at social media, so that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it kind of does, but, like, doesn't. You know what I mean? No, I think he goes on social media and kind of like, you know, says maybe some controversial stuff on like Twitter. I don't know. I don't follow that crap.
Not like this.
I don't even use Twitter myself, so. Alright, we're going to take a short 5-minute break after this. We're going to go stretch and then I'll come back. Atlas strats for SSF. Well, that depends on your progression. I started off with a breach tree so that I could acquire gear, and now I'm on a ritual tree so I can get gear from ritual. And I'm also on destructive play because I need to farm guardian maps. So it really comes down to like what you need. What did I hear? I'm going to go stretch. Is that a foreign concept to you? The Twitter thing. I just go Google Hero Siege Dev Twitter or whatever. I'm sure something will pop up. Hateful Accuser, where are you? Gifting a sub because I can't get Adorn to work. Wait, you already typed it. Do you have Nightbot blocked? Because I saw when you typed it here. When you typed here, I'll scroll up and show you. Because I saw you type it. Look, you use the Adorned, and then Nightbot spit out the command. See? Like this. No way I have him blocked. I mean... Hey, man, it happens sometimes. I appreciate the gifted, though. Thanks, man. Okay, I need to go BRB. I'm going to go stretch, and I'll be back. You can look at last league. You might find my Hateful Accuser POBs, or you can import my RF Chieftain from SSF Keepers. Okay. I am here with... Chad, do you know Waterloo, this brand? Waterloo? Why did my music stop right as I left? Alright.
Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. We are going up real fast. Attention, fasten your seatbelts. We are going up.
Clink of gold.
The Hateful Accuser POV I have would be on probably on my YouTube, or you can just import the character. The RF Chieftain Keepers SSF or whatever.
Hail gods.
How you doing, friend?
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
I can't wait to stop corrupting maps. We're so close, man. You need this sound effect when you're raising... Wait, and lowering the desk? Bro, look, listen. I already had someone message me and they said, are you muting your stream when you're raising the desk? And I'm like, no. And they're like, really? Because my desk sounds obnoxious. Oh, shit. I'll try it. I'll try it next time as a joke. Fuck off. Okay, there we go. Good. Alright. Just a few more of these and then we're done for quite a bit. This is your third reroll character or third roll character? Nice. I don't usually see people rerolling into RF unless they don't like their league starter. Oh, yo, I have a dumb question for you guys, chat. You're smarter than me. So, I'm dual streaming on YouTube, right? Is there a way I can, like... So what I do right now is I have two separate chats, and I'm okay with monitoring two chats for now. But is there a way I can pin my YouTube chat so it stops getting minimized? Because every time I, like, click display capture or alt-tab and click a window, it puts OBS in front. So I guess is there a way I can make OBS be in the back so the other stuff always pop up first? No, the fusing chats, I haven't found a good program for it yet, so I'm leaving that alone.
Time to up the stakes. Live on! Live on!
I just want to find a way to make it so, like, the YouTube window is always, like, primary, so I don't have to, like, alt-tab every time I alt-tab, because it's like a double alt-tab, you know? Captain Lance teases seems to work for him. I can send Lance a message, but that's not the exact thing right now. Do you have a tablet or anything you can keep YouTube chat open and keep to the side? No, I don't want to do that. I want it to be, like, on my monitor. UI for dual streaming. You're welcome. I don't know if it's going to be around forever, but I'll try to keep it around at least for, like, launches and events. Microsoft Power Toys gives an option to make a window always on top middle. Interesting. I like your nicely rolled onslaught. Is it white? Yeah. I'm really lazy with the flask, and until I get item level 80... Oh, it's already 80. No comment.
Make your wish. Battle begins.
Microsoft Power Toys. I hear Microsoft and my brain just wants to read, but I understand it's not always bad. Except for, yeah. Alright, Fatigue Man, do your work. Let's see. Chat, what's the next color? What's the next color? We already had the pink-white swirl. Pink with the white swirl. Is it pink with the white swirl? That was cinnamon. I didn't expect that to be cinnamon. Green. Well, I already had the watermelon, so I can't have that. I want to figure out what all the other ones are. The blue one at the top. Blue one's easy, though. That's blue raspberry. I cheated and had one of those the other day. Take red for fire. There's no red. Did I start over again? Yeah, it's a solo self-found. No red. There's no red. We have to know what pink with blue swirl is. Pink with blue swirl? There's this one too. I'm really curious about this one and this one because they look different. Like this one, I'm guessing is banana, but I don't actually know. And then this one looks really weird because is it like birthday cake? Like I don't know what these two are. Could be lemon. Well, lemon's kind of good. You want me to go for this one? We'll go. Okay, I'll go pink with blue swirl. Pink with blue swirl. I feel like I don't know. My body's telling me not to go for it. Pink with blue swirl. That's really sweet. It's like sweet but tart, like lemony almost. Maybe it's cotton candy? I don't know. It's I have no idea. Are they sugar-free taffy? Probably not, but I don't eat a lot. I eat less than 100 calories of these a day. No, it's my first SSF run. I haven't played a lot, unfortunately. Played a very small amount. I don't know what this flavor is. Is there a Genesis tree build specifically for Wrathbeth? I mean, I don't have one, but it's the same as any other gear. Force int, less dex, less strength, prioritize shield, go into reroll twice. Done. What is the name of the brand? I don't know, I don't have the thing anymore. Might be a label on the bottom. You think they have a label on the taffy? I don't think so. Wait a minute. I think you're actually kind of smart. Taffy Town. Don't spoil all the flavors. Just tell me what that one is if you're going to look them up. I know they're probably terrible for me. I told Victoria to pick one out. How would you rate the league compared to others? I really like it. I think primarily because the state of the game is really good. And because the state of the game is really good, the league mechanic fits in well with that. I try PoE 2 every time there's a new league, and man, I quit so much faster than PoE 1. It's not for everyone. I like PoE 2 a lot. It took me some time to get to it, though. Or time to get into it, should I say.
Long day.
I was surprised how long you played Trade. I had a lot of fun with it this go around, not gonna lie. I also feel like this is a bit from the business standpoint, but PoE 1 feels like it's dying from the Twitch aspect of viewing, and almost all content creators have had a very big decline in views. Some people have had an increase, but most people it's a decline. So because of this, Trade League is much quicker to get to what I'm trying to show. And SSF is like a slow burn, but I don't play the game 16 hours a day anymore. I play it like 4 to 8 hours a day. And if I don't want to play 8 hours a day, I'm down to like 4 to 6. And that takes a long time for me to progress in SSF. So people don't want to watch as much, right? It's just the nature of how it is. Whereas Trade League, I can accomplish things much quicker because I'm not playing as much, which is not bad for me because I'm still having fun, but also not bad for retention and my YouTube as well. Once I start playing SSF on my SSF playthroughs, it's a lot harder for me to make YouTube content that appeals to people. This is also because Twitch changed the way they count viewers. That's not really what I'm referring to, no. I'm mainly referring to that PoE 1 is in a decline in terms of like gaining people. Really ever since PoE 2. Ever since PoE 2, I feel a lot of people just took the, I don't want to play PoE 1 anymore. It's been kind of fun, but you know, it's run its toll on me, and now people play it. Like, they still play it a lot for League launch, but then after that first weekend, it feels like it drops. I enjoy SF content for what it's worth. No. I appreciate it. I'll still play SSF. I just feel, I feel bad that it takes me a lot longer to progress because I don't play 16 hours a day in SSF. And I don't want people to get bored just watching basic mapping, right? That's pretty much all it comes down to. But this go around in Trade League was also just fun, right? Like this go around in Trade League, we actually got some new tools to mess around with. What's your strat for 6-link? I'm gonna get a second Cloak of Flame and spam all my fusings on it until it 6-links.
What is your desire? Some crave the luster of jewels.
Sure, go ahead, man. You're free to share. Or an omen of connections? Yeah, I mean, that could happen. It's unlikely, but don't always get lucky. What does Cloak of Flame exactly do? It takes 40% of physical damage you would take, converts it to fire, which is rolling against your 90 max fire res that you should have, which is basically like having physical damage reduction cap, so infinite armor on that portion of damage. Then the 60% that's not converted is hitting your armor, but because it's 60 and not 100, it means your armor is more impactful because the hit is lower. Armor fluctuates with the hit received, meaning the more damage a hit deals to you, the more armor you need, which makes armor very inconsistent against big hits.
I cannot do this yet.
Cloak is expensive at the moment, you're poor. You can just go with a 5-link cloak, it goes a long way. actually a nice jewel. So was that one? Survivor's Guild.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
I'm gonna take it because it's kind of rare, no? Not that I need it, but... Yeah, I'm gonna try Grimdawn. Thanks for the recommendation of having a blast making my own build. Yo, Tog, thanks for the 15 months, dude. Grimdawn's fun. Grimdawn's a lot of fun, man.
Time to up the stakes.
I like Grimdawn a lot. Big Grimdawn fan. New Grimdawn expansion soon? Kind of, yeah. Actually, I don't know exactly when it is, but I know it's in the works, and I know they're coming out with the new class.
That's the trade.
Okay, I think we have literally one more map to do. Wharf. And then we are... Actually, I don't even need to corrupt it either. Perfect. Hell yeah. Any way to farm towards a Morrigan? I think you can influence... I don't know what type Morrigan is, but you can, like, select a specific type here to try to get Morrigan.
You are the only one who...
The RF Flame Dash build I saw on YouTube. I forgot what that character was. It's something to do with the shield charge, and then you have, like... You got the shield charge, and then you have the actual Aura of Senure, or whatever it is. I haven't played Grimdawn in ages. Might be fun to jump in. Dude, Grimdawn's fun. You gotta play through the first, like, hour, right? Like, the builds start to take off after that little bit. You got the little slog at the beginning, and then it just gets so much fun, man. Once you start getting the devotion tree unlocks, like, woo! I think it gets great.
Feeling okay? You're looking a little pale.
I think it's like the ending of the first act, actually, start of the second act, when I start to really enjoy it, I think. Because the first one is Warden, and then the second act is when you... Yeah. Ah, man, I love Grimdawn. God damn it. I remember there was a time when, like, I boot up Grimdawn and, like, this could be my new PoE. Actually. And you know what? It probably could have been if I stuck with it, but I'm happy with this. What is the build you like the most in Grimdawn? I've actually played, like, 8 million builds in Grimdawn. I don't know. I made a video, and, like, I liked it so much that I still remember the name. If you go on YouTube and you type in, like, Pohx, I think it's called Goals, G-H-O-L-L-S, Goals Jurassic Park Summoner. That character was a fucking blast. There's a Lightning Retaliation build I did. That was a blast. There's the more recent build I played, where I probably didn't min-max it a lot, but I just played through to, like, level 100, and that was fun. It was, It's basically RF. You walk around and you have an RF that kills everything, and your single target is Flame Dash, which is weird. 6 years ago. I still remember that shit like it was yesterday, man. This type of Diablo games are now Vampire Survivors more than Diablo. You're talking about, like, Path of Exile? Because Grimdawn is, like, true to its nature. It's very, very much an older game. Slower pace. I mean, you can have stuff that goes fast, but it's primarily slower pace. Perfect Guardian Turtle. I'm taking it. Am I ever going to use it? Nope, but it's mine. Actually, I need Actons. Take those two. All right, chat. Give me a minute. We're going down real fast. It definitely does not make that noise, but yeah. You know what I should do? I should make that a sound point redemption. Was that the desk? No, it's a fucking meme, dude. That's not the desk, bro. That's the sound of the fucking meme. Here, listen. The desk doesn't make any
Our
noise.
illustrious champion returns.
First ever push so far, 19k life stack, 36 to 40 challenges done. Nice, dude. He's lying, it's the desk. It's not the desk, bro. What do you mean? What is wrong with your desk? No, people said it would be funny, so we played it as a joke. Now the joke is being ruined. Actually, no, that is the joke. It's perfect. Secret lab desk broken, sound here, but not going up. Wait. Is this a joke on the noise you made? I'm so confused. Okay. What map to farm? Let's see. What's in the bottom left quadrant that's nice? Something I can't... I guess Park is okay. Yeah, that's correct, Phoenix. They all share the same link, the imbued gem.
I cannot do this yet.
Mesa. Mesa is better than Park. I'd go run Mesa, I think, yeah. Easier boss too. Oak doesn't do anything. Jungle Valley? Jungle Valley's okay. How's SF treating you? It's going alright. We're going slow and steady. Going for our Hateful Accuser, and then we have to start working on Delirium and Harvest. Oh, that's weird. Can I get a Kaboom here real fast? Yep, I do not like this one. The Trade League RF? Nah, it was fun, but oh my goodness. My problem with playing Trade League, though, is after a certain point... How do you die and then take a portal, man? I don't understand this game. So I'd rather just fucking close out of the game, bro. But I just get bored because, like, the farming strats are, like, the same, but your character gets stronger, but there's nothing to really, like, aspire to farm to, so I just get bored. Yeah, this sucks. We are definitely going Mesa. Trade feels semi-pay to win to me. I mean, you pay currency and you do win the game. You're not wrong in that regard. Let's do the OSRS. You can't imagine playing a main. Yeah. You know, I'm so sad, Killall. I wanted to go hard in leagues, and I'm pretty sure I'm taking a Torchlight Infinite sponsor, and Torchlight Infinite is one day after leagues. The timing? Unfortunate. What influences Life Stack RF Helm? Elder Shaper, I believe? One day of league's probably fine. Yeah, well the issue is I need to check the timing Because you're not wrong. Like, if I can do, like, a solid, even, like, 12-hour session, I'll get a lot, of, like, accomplished. I'll get my dopamine fix, and then I can play off-stream.
You've done well.
Is it front-loaded in the 12 hours? I mean, I remember having fun all the way through with the character. I guess, yeah, League Start is the most fun. You're right. League Start's the most fun. Assuming a burning damage conk effect helmet will be too little AoE. You can try. I would probably sell and go next, but I would at least try and see if it's feasible for you. Dot multi totem life.
Hey. Stay vigilant.
Shit. Need to find like an in-between on my chair a little bit higher. That's good. A little bit higher. Okay. It's always annoying trying to find the perfect spot, you know, for your gaming setup. It's the worst thing about changing things is trying to find that spot again that's perfect. You know what I mean? Okay. I think that feels better. Yeah. That feels better. I do need to go get the ice back again, though. Your drink is out of reach. Oh no. For me, you want to know what the weird, annoying thing was? So I had to get new monitors, or new monitor arms, because they didn't work on my current one. And now the fucking mount for the monitor is too close to my mouse. And so the cord of my mouse taps the monitor mount from time to time, which pisses me off so much. I'm about to buy a wireless mouse. So now I have my mouse pad riding up the monitor mount instead of underneath it. How? Because it's really close to me with the setup. I could try pushing things back more, but they can't go much further back. Your silver flask is not even magic. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is. You just turn your brain off in 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? Well, then it goes automated, and then we're good once it's automated. No way, you don't have a wireless mouse. I've been using the same mouse brand for literally like 52 years. In fact, I've been using it so much, I just bought another one for 25 bucks. But now I want to go back to a wireless mouse. I use a wireless mouse when I'm what is it? In the living room, but at my desk I always had a corded one. With extra sockets we get from not needing life tap on multi-items, could we fit in Spectre, Minion Life, and Ellie Army? I think your minion would just die, but if you want to try that, you could. On the couch. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I don't ever have any hiccups with my wireless mouse. Utex Mark Venus MMO gaming mouse. It's $35 on Amazon. It also has weights on it you can take out. I learned that after you told me. Now the weights are out, dude. Maybe I should put the weights back in, actually. Then again, I don't have them. But I bought a new mouse, so it's okay.
Godslayer. Long dead.
You just alt spam the jewels for Adorned. Yeah, alt and aug, there's nothing else you can do. Buy 8% fractured fire multi and spam till you get 7%.
I grow impatient.
You won't escape me, little piggy.
Oh shit, I put some terrible bosses on here, man. Not like this. Oh my god. I have this degen boss, and then I put the park boss on that also has degen. No, dude. And it has conk round? Okay.
Be renewed.
No.
You won't escape me, little piggy.
How to fight? No.
I mean, I was just going for my Atlas completion, so I wasn't really paying attention. You have CB immune. Yeah, but that's not what they do. They have, like, this super crazy Fizz degen. But I think I killed the Fizz degen guy, so that's good.
Hilarious. Time's atrophy.
You won't escape me, little piggy.
Next round. Live on. Live on.
But, like, that boss in the back there, she does Consecrated Ground, which is... And she does this degen, which is really bad. Because now everyone's fucking healing. Live on! Live on!
Long meditator. Oh, worth the effort. An impressive display of mass murder. Reap this bounty. Now go retrieve more challenges within the next
Apex.
Long dead. Got my eye on you.
The only problem with Mesa, though, is that I'm doing 10 ways, which means... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna have to keep picking different bosses, no? City Square straightforward. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't run City Square. Every time I try to run it, my brain just says shitty square, and it's just all over. Like, there's something wrong with me. Turn bindings off the filter too. We don't need those. Too much South Park. Literally never watched. I've watched one episode of South Park, and it was the World of Warcraft one. That's it. Same? Yeah, dude. And then my dad walked in on me watching it because we were, like, I was in the living room and he played World of Warcraft at the time and he turned it off after watching for 5 minutes and said, if you watch this, like, he started mauling over it You're not allowed to watch this shitty show ever again. If I ever catch you, you're gonna get grounded.
Cannot do this yet.
Ready yourself. What is your desire? Slaughter them all.
He's addicted to World of Warcraft, so.
All I have to do is wait, and eventually you will die.
Based? Yeah, based. Based to the point where I asked him to help me with a math, like my math homework for a test, and he said, "I can't help you right now. I'm trying to catch this pet. It's the fastest attack time of all hunter pets. Is a purple one. Chat tells me it's Broken Fang or whatever. I don't know because I don't really play WoW. And then I failed my exam, and then he asked me why I failed, and then grounded me the next day. But you know, I guess he got the pet, so I guess it was worth it." I mean, I just look back on it and laugh now, so. I mean, my mother did something similar. You know, my mother used to play Neopets, and she was obsessed with Neopets. And one day, she found my account info and started logging into my account when I was going to middle school. And she would take my Neo points, so I found out and changed my password. And then my mother was sitting at the front door for me, waiting for me to get back from school, and she said, "Did you change your password to Neopets?" And I said, "Nope." And she said, "You're grounded for lying to me. But if you would like, you can play Neopets on the family computer on my account." And then my older sister, when Ragnarok came out, I wanted to play Ragnarok. So I told my mom, I said, "Mom, can I cancel my RuneScape subscription and play Ragnarok?" And she said, "Okay, as long as they're similar price, but you have to do extra chores." And I said, "Sure, Mom." Wrong ring, by the way. I said, "Sure, Mom." And then my older sister came running downstairs and said, "Mom, he can't. If you read the terms of service, he needs to be at least 16 years old." The whole family, dude. The whole family. We have the video game addiction feud, dude. What a snitch. Yeah, dude. She got very jealous all the time. She would like buy a game, and then I would sit there and watch her play because like I didn't have a job. I was a little kid. My mom and dad didn't let me get a job, so I just watch her play games. And then I would just sit there and backseat her all the time. But I backseat her because like she didn't know what she was doing, so I was just trying to help. And then when she was mean to me, then I was mean back to her, and then we would both lose everything. Yep. Not my little sister though. My little sister, I don't think I ever had any beef with. Oh shit, I forgot about this.
Subscriber arrives.
I keep forgetting I can just portal now because I'm pressing the wrong button. Collab, thanks for the prime.
You fight like a Dachara.
The family cycle. My mother, I remember when I'd like wake up and I'd go downstairs and I'd try to talk to my mom and she would be on the family computer playing her Neopets. And that was her morning. Her morning routine was like browsing the auction house for shit she could snipe so she could flip it and drinking Turkish coffee. And you weren't allowed to talk to her until she had her second Turkish coffee. She was a flipper, dude. A dirty flipper.
Amount of my might.
You know what else I remember she would do? My mother was in Neopets for the long con. She would buy out event items and hold them for like 5 years. And then she would sell them for like 5,000 times the price. It was the long con, dude. She was in it to win it. Flame wall, 20 quality. Honestly, we can maybe recom a new scepter soon. Get your mother on PoE, she can hide out for you. My mom would be a great flipper in Path of Exile. Get her in a gold rota, she's done for 2 weeks, dude. No problem, bro. Oh, we need to slam scepters at some point. I gotta fix this, but yeah. Dungeon's a yucky map, but we're doing it. Whatever happened with the whole situation? He got banned, right? He's banned, he's gone, it's goodbye. That was a big drama to cover that I chose to not post on my YouTube and get 300k views for, but that's okay. Good. Thanks for the PoE2 SF Witch Hunter build, it's great. Not a problem, man. I really like the character. I think you get timed out for 1 hour if you mention him in general chat. Good, let that shit just disappear, bro. Let it just fade away. There's no more to say. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say, bro? Don't be mentally unstable and attach your, you know, livelihood to a video game and then freak out when it's gone. Jenny who? Yep. You're out of the loop on that. There's a guy who runs a server that's really shady, who monopolizes items on the market in PoE and then exchanges them for real life money and supplies his family by doing that, ... but is extremely mentally unstable, was finally removed and threatened to do bad stuff. Is that kind of like the TLDR? Maybe I didn't even really follow it. I just had an idea of it from a long time ago. It's, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and he's not, but I mean, I'm fairly, like, why? What else do you know that currency for? So, not trying to spread lies and slander because I didn't do my own research, but with how shady that whole situation was, like, I'm fairly confident that's the case, so. I feel like there's a very big link to people who RMT and people who get very emotionally unstable when something happens to their game. I mean, you could say the same thing about content creators, minus the RMT part. There's a lot of people in the content creation scene who are very, let's say, mentally undeveloped, so when GGG makes a change they don't like, and they don't think they're going to enjoy the game as much, they you know what I mean? So... How's the back feeling today? It's okay. Waiting for the Falcon Punch call. Hey, it's getting better. Hopefully no Falcon Punch is needed. I can't believe there was a guy who threatened ExileCon. Were they also in TFT or like what?
Time to up the stakes.
'Cause that's like giga fucked up, bro. That's like, you know, police level fucked up. He was a TFT higher up. See, the fact that it's more than one person in there is already very sus. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that there's a problem with more than one person in there is not a good... That's not a good look. It's not a good sign. It's not a good anything. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. I still can't get over RMTing in PoE though. Like, I can understand it more in hardcore, although I still, like, I don't get it because I play video games for my own satisfaction. But, like, you play PoE for, like, 2 weeks, and most people who are playing are gone from Trade League in 2 weeks. So, like... I don't know. It just doesn't click in my brain. It just doesn't click. How expensive do you think Lifesack RF build is on Mirage Soft SF? Soft? What does SF mean? It's very expensive. You can go see my YouTube videos. I basically document everything on there. Your starting entry price is probably close to like $350 divines. It's hard to say because I'm not tracking the economy, so. Where's this last one? No, dude, I want to get the Shaper map. I can't imagine paying hundreds of dollars to farm juiced maps faster than I could for free. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, like... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Why do people leave Trade League? They finish their goals and they get bored. The most fun time... Think of anything in the world. Okay, not literally anything, but a movie. When do you want to watch a movie? When it's new. When do you want to play a game? When it's fresh. When do you want to play a new MMO? When it's new. When do you want to go to a restaurant? When it first opens. You know? When do you want to play a game's expansion? On that day. Right? Like, there's this big thing where even if you're not playing with other people, still being in that, like, group of... You're just, you know, gamers united playing a game when it first releases is, like, something to be a part of. And that's where the economy is kind of thriving. That's where the game is most enjoyable for those types of players, right?
Godslayer, good day.
I wouldn't say, like, loot is that random in SSF. The thing is, your characters are going to be primarily rare items, which you can craft and or acquire from the tree. You'll have a couple of unique items that you can usually force, whether you're using the Genesis tree or deploying strats. Obviously, there's a level of RNG, but typically you can force it, right? And then you have your influence gear, which you can definitely farm and acquire from influence maps. And with that, you can get everything started, right? You can do most content in the game. If you're trying to chase very niche specific stuff, that is a bit of a different story, right? General SF question, what is considered mid-game? I don't know. This is always kind of a topic of discussion. I really can't per se answer that for you. I'd say early game is getting out of the campaign. Maybe mid game is close to entering red maps. End game being like maybe you have a few void zones and you're farming end maps and or you're like juicing. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't really. The terms are so wonky with PoE. What are some farming strats for RF? Literally anything but Sanctum, and you can go engage in it. Ritual, Harvest, Breach, Delirium, Heist, Essence, Delve. I mean, you have literally whatever you want. Just make sure you're tailoring the level of juice to the level of build you are. Don't try to do a 2 divine per map strat on a character that's worth 1 divine. You have to really gear your character up, you know? Expedition. Yeah.
I cannot do this yet.
Strong boxes. What keeps you hooked to PoE? or your goal of playing RF if you don't chase Ubers? Well, I mean, my first question is more so like, say I'm playing SSF and I'm playing RF, and my goal is to kill Ubers. If I don't get anything from those Ubers, why do I care about killing them? Just because it's like the pinnacle of endgame? I guess like doing that one time is fine, and I've done that before, but for me it's more about like, is just a completing the character, right? Level 100, getting a 6 link, getting like that perfect influence helm, getting those 21 corrupted gems, getting all the unique it's just literally character development, right? And I would say that there is actually an aspect of Ubers for RF. You can actually use Annihilation Approach, but good luck farming Uber Exarch. You can use Rational Doctrine, which drops off of Cortex. You can use Nebulous, which drops off of Cortex. It's just these are very long-term goals, and you have to put a lot of time in before you get to this stage, and I just usually don't put that much time in.
Approach, challenger.
You new and trying to find goals or purpose of spamming maps every day, especially red maps? Well, like, first off, you gotta find a build you like. You gotta find a strat that you like, right? So find the build that you like so you enjoy playing it, right? Then find a strat you like so you enjoy the strategy that complements your build. Maybe you have to move around 10 points or so to, like, make your build efficient for that strategy. And then you need to have goals in mind. Don't farm currency without I mean, you can do whatever you want, but, like, example, don't just mindlessly grind divines and track your income without understanding where that money is going. Instead of spending, you know, 4 hours a day mapping, spend 30 minutes understanding what maybe your next goal is, and then you'll be a little bit more interested in mapping, right? I think that's kind of what it comes down to. Like, right now, what I'm doing is I'm farming Ritual. Why am I farming Ritual? I'm farming Ritual because I want to get a ring called Hateful Accuser. Hateful Accuser is going to allow me to drop Fire Trap and start exploding on single target. Unfortunately, that is completely limited by Ritual. So, while I'm also doing Ritual, I'm also doing another strategy, and that other strategy is farming maps, like map bosses. I'm farming map bosses to get influence maps like this. I need the influence maps because I'm trying to get a Shaper Shield. Whereas I can get influence maps another way, and I can get a Shaper Shield another way. This is like the more consistent way for me to do it. So now I have Ritual, and I have this other thing. Then you have Mirage, and what's nice about Mirage is with Ritual specifically, instead of running 4, I could just run 1 Ritual, and then I will potentially get 4 out of that. So that kind of all kind of syncs up together, and that's what makes it a little bit enjoyable, is having those target goals to go for. More importantly, once I'm done with this, I know what the next pivot is, and the next pivot would be Delirium and Harvest, because I'm going to need Cluster Jewels, and then I'm going to re-roll the Influence Shield and craft my jewels with Harvest, right? So that's kind of like the stages of progression for me, and at any point in time, if it feels a little monotonous, I could break it up and go get my Void Stones. It's like, that's totally fine. I don't need the Void Stones right now, right? I just got my RF to 95, but I find it boring. Do you have any other builds you recommend? That I recommend off the top of my head? No. I mean, just go look at what people are playing.
Choose what you wish. You wish to travel and see unknown lands.
You can look at Impending Doom, but I don't know, like, if you find RF boring, I may not be the guy to ask for recommendations, right? At least 1 Void Stone's mandatory. I already have Void Stone. That's not a problem. But yeah. You have Hateful Accuser set up in your POB. No, I have an old video with it, or you can import my character Pohx Keeper's SSF for Hateful Accuser. I have seen this same jewel in here like 2 times. It's bothering me. How long did you play the game before you started making your own builds? I started making my own builds from day 1. Never changed. I'll say, if anything, now I take inspiration on other builds when playing a build, right? Before, the game was a lot simpler, so it was a lot easier to just make your build off the bat. There was a lot less moving pieces, you could say. I divine my immortal flesh from 210 to 214. Yikes. That's a little unfortunate now, isn't it? Any tips for farming Essence of Horror? I am unaware of anything that changed this league. I haven't farmed essences, but isn't it just corrupt the essences that are of the appropriate type? Is it Misery, Dread, Scorn, and Envy? And then you can use Harvest to re-roll it. So if you don't get Essence of Horror, say you get Delirium, you should be able to use Harvest to re-roll that. You are welcome, friend.
Time to up the stakes. Twin terrors.
Haunted Mansion with Essence Scarabs will dupe almost all the Essence mods. That's what someone suggested.
Give yourself to the void.
Do, 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 do. Any tips on getting Impale immune on SSF RF? I have never sought out for Impale immunity. I always just face tank it, so I don't think I can help you here. How would you normally get Impale immune? You block any content? I could, but I haven't yet.
You've done well.
I don't know, I always looked at Impale as a free mod, but maybe it's because I don't know how math works. I have no idea.
Choose what you wish.
Where'd you get Cloak of Flame? Gambled it on a level 18 character. There's a mastery for Impale immunity. That's what someone said. You need the low-level character to block all the other gear. Yeah, because if you try to gamble on a high-level character, your ratio is going to be like 1 in 15 or something for like the Scholar Robe base. Maybe worse than that. Probably way worse than that. Whereas a fresh character, it's like 90% of the time you're going to get a Scholar's Robe. Maybe 80%, 80, 90, somewhere around there. Very high chance. It's Foulborn, Wrathwith, Defiance, and Adorn Jewels. That's mandatory. Correct. No need for Malevolence, Sublime, or Hubris. You need Hubris, but that shouldn't be expensive to get at the starter. Yeah, Hubris is... Hubris required? I think Hubris is required for Sustain. Sublime is not. Sublime is only if you want to do the single target variant. The mapping variant, I like Ramako, so that depends on kind of how, whatever you prefer to do. $10C. I mean, do I really need the $10C though? Whatever, it's fine. Should have taken the instillings, actually. I do need instillings. What's been your favorite league for RF? Changes all the time. Probably say this league right now. There's no way I can remember all of them. I've been playing RF on and off for like 13 years, so it's just not possible to remember all of them. There's too many leagues. It's been 14, maybe not 14 years, maybe like 12 years. Got Nebulous, would you recommend going back to Fire Trap or just using Nebulous and keep going with Hateful? You can use Nebulous on Hateful Accuser, you might just need to take like an extra Ignite node. I'm a new player and everyone's saying Affliction. Why is that? Affliction was a league where everyone made a mirror off of ground loot because it was OP as fuck. Affliction was Wildwood, and Wildwood just... Am I dead? No, okay. Wildwood just made everything give so much currency. Any nodes you need on the Hubris? The endurance charge one is recommended because then you don't need to anoint anything and you just get free endurance charges. The keystone is the main one, the endurance charge is the bonus, but saves you anoint and or whatever else you would be spending to get it. Where is... Oh, here we go. The Wildwood Rucksack. Is that when we had the rucksack? Was Wildwood actually? Was it Wildwood? Ah. Oh yeah, because we had the Ascendancies, right. Yeah, now I remember, right. Maj. Oath of the Maj, I remember now. You try the Betrayal Fractures in SSF? That would be at a later stage for me, so not yet. Because I would need Harvest or something to craft the Fracture still. That's a sick amulet, what the heck? No dot multi though. Which amulet? It's gone now. Was in the ritual. Is it good? Should have been on an Archdemon crown, but it's very good, yeah. Oh, sorry, you're playing regular. You're playing Life Stacker. That's insane, yeah. Okay, I need to BRB. Gotta go walk around real fast. At a glance, it looked like I was hiding behind my chair. Really? I was gonna add an emote, but we're at max emotes. Yep. Question is what emote were you trying to run or add, bud? Oh, damn, I forgot the ice pack. Fuck. Give me a minute. You also thought that? What do you mean, dude? By the way, Kill, do you remember that game you played on Warcraft 3? It's an RPG. It was called Aspect of Doom. I think you played like the human DD bandit guy. Remember that game? Pretty sure your character was like broken as fuck in a like in a good way, like it was really broken. You played quite a bit. You know, we've been waiting a year and a half. He said he was going to update it in a month. It's been a year and a half, maybe 2.5 years. Their update finally dropped yesterday. They redid the whole game. Redid the inventory system, the item system. There's a lot of cool stuff. Actually updated. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. Code wipes? Better be. I wiped my code, so I'd imagine so. If you want to check it out later, let me know. So I can only stream for a little bit longer today, guys. My back is not happy. I really got to get in this physical therapy so I can go back to streaming longer. Fucking trash, man. They better message me back. Maybe swimming helps, though. Let's try that. I need to do some paperwork for my sleep study. Wait, what does that mean? How can I find your helmet in SSF? Ritual only. Any plans for private league? No. Nah, I don't think I'm going to have time this go around. I want to check out Hero Siege. I want to play OSRS leagues. And there's Torchlight Infinite, which I'm going to check out. So, and then after that, I'm pretty sure PoE 2 drops. You're getting a sleep study done and they need me to answer a bunch of questions for your first appointment. Oh, you should do that for sure. You're sure you're not making things worse for you? I'm a million times sure I'm not making things worse. Yeah. I'm talking about a different type of swimming than you might be, though. Does the helmet need to be influenced? It doesn't need to be, but it is better influenced. Like, this here is an Arc Demon with +2. If it was Elder influence, I could have Conk and Burning as well. Swimming with the trees. Yeah, that's me right now. I'm swimming with the trees, literally. Swimming with the trees. You want to find an Elder base helmet? Well, an Elder base helmet is better than an Arc Demon. An Arc Demon that's influenced with Elder is better than a standard Elder helm. An Arc Demon by itself is better than a regular helmet. Oh. Thanks for the loot, dude. That guy sucks, bro.
Meet your heart's desire.
What is your damage? 161k, pretty bad. You have a YouTube video going over double influence life stack helm? I think so. It's very easy. You just buy Essence of Horror and slam it until you get your suffixes, and then Wild Bristle Matron your prefix. What is the best way to craft corrupted magic jewels? Buy 8% fire multi and spam till you get 7% life, and then beast lock depending on the price. Is Dawnbreaker better than Rise? They're both weaker than a Shaper Shield. Dawnbreaker is better for Fizzmit, Rise is better for Ellie Mitigation. I prefer Fizz Mitigation. What is happening? Two Vessel worth it for Ritual. I never use Vessels, I don't know. GG, the servers, they're on fire. Why? Please fix. I'm just not the guy to ask for ritual juicing. I don't do ritual juicing. What do you think about using Harvest, Influence, Craft, Start instead of Exalt Slamming? What do you think about using Harvest, Influence, Craft, Start? I don't know. Harvest Influence strat. Oh. Does that add remove influence? I don't really remember. I haven't touched that stuff in Harvest in a while, to be honest. Oh my goodness, stop it, GG. Fix. Everything's frozen.
Time to up the stakes. Life is so brittle.
Add influence and reforge. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember Harvest had big restrictions for a long time, and then, Reforge and influence rare item with a random modifier, including an influence mod. You could try it. It all just comes down to the price. Did you whine about your health already, or it's still not watchable? Wait, are you saying you don't like watching my stream because I'm complaining that my back is hurting?
How's the trail?
Wouldn't it be better for you to not ask that question and then just leave when I complain about my back?
Stay vigilant.
I'm confused. I'm confused, dude. Also confused with this latency. Holy.
Your eyes sharp.
Yeah, servers are kind of yikes right now. Kinda yikes. Just like that chatter. Kinda yikes. Do, do, do. You know what I love about YouTube? It's really funny. If you click a person's name, right? You know how on Twitch you can time someone out? YouTube doesn't say timeout. YouTube says put user in timeout. Like, it literally treats you like a child. Put user in timeout. I don't know why, but I find that very humorous.
I cannot do this yet.
Sending him to the corner, just like when you were a kid, dude. Dude, I went to the... Did you guys ever get sent to the corner, bro? I got sent to the corner a lot, man. Yeah, I got sent to the corner a lot. I kind of like the corner time, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta know some interesting people when you're a content creator. I mean, the thing is like, unfortunately, the people who sit at home all day long, right, are also, there's a large, I'm not gonna say a large sum, but like I sit at home all day long, right? But unfortunately, some of these people live so much in a box that they forget how to like communicate. You know what I mean? And there's not, there's a difference between being socially awkward and literally living in a box where the world revolves around you, right? But, you know, you go outside and there's assholes too, so kind of goes both ways. What about people that go to comedy shows to get offended? I think people are just dumb, man. I don't think it like, I think people are just dumb, you know? Like if you've been in back pain like me before, you can't not complain about it. Like there's literally, you breathe, it hurts. You sneeze, it hurts. You sneeze, you want to go to the ER. You cough, it hurts. You try to stand up, you're fucked. You try to sit down, you're fucked. Like even if you don't say anything, people are gonna be like, "What's going on?" You can't hide that. Like if I turned off my webcam, people would say, "Why are you AFK for 50% of the stream?" Oh, because I'm trying to, you know, get up out of the chair. I'm trying to move around. I need to walk around. I need to stretch, right? The pain got so bad that it went from I laugh at people who are in pain to I watch a YouTube short about people like, you know, getting hurt in like a funny way, and I see someone that hurts their back and it's not funny anymore. I'm like, fuck, bro, they're fucked for life. Like I know what that feels like. If you fart, it hurts. I don't eat beans because of my back pain. I'm not beans viable, bro. Wait, there's just a random audience with the king? That's a thing? I didn't know that. Yeah, I have an ergonomic Herman Miller chair. Vortex. I remember when you didn't have a cast time and you went on left click. Oh, cold dot Vortex. Why no Gauntlet? I'm just not interested in playing hardcore. I've played a lot of it back in the day and it ran its course for me. Fixed by pills. I mean, I have painkillers, but they don't really feel like they fix anything for me. Swimming helps. That's literally the only thing I've noticed. This right here, Best fix for everything. Go to a chiropractor. After I go to physical therapy and they analyze my situation, I'll ask for recommendation. If they recommend it, sure. But I don't want to go to a chiropractor to fix things, you know? Chiropractor can assist with stuff, but like I need to go to proper medical attention first, you know? Yeah, I filed information. I'm waiting to hear back from them. Damn. Filed online. Well, you literally can't call them for appointments, so yeah. New World was 5 years ago. That went by way too fast. Dude, that was a good time, Kill All. That went by way too fast. What the fuck? Old World now. God damn it, why did you have to go there, foe? What do you mean Old World? You can't say that. No. Aren't they shutting it down? Didn't it get shut down? COVID was 6 years ago. That's crazy! That is crazy. Time needs to chill. Yeah, dude, it really does. You can't remember fuck all since 2020. I never had COVID, but I get same thing. I don't know. I kind of just live in my bubble, and like I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I feel like I want time to go by slower because I really enjoy my time right now, but it goes by way too fast. And you know how I measure... This is how I measure time. I don't know if anyone else does this. I think of my high school because I can't really remember much of elementary school. I can remember a little bit of middle school, but high school I remember being a long 4 years of my life. And I actually really enjoyed high school. So I think of that 4-year period, and then I think of as an adult how fast 4 years go by, and I don't understand how that's possible, man. I don't know, like I just don't understand. I guess, yeah, college for regular people. I didn't go to college, so. I think every year goes by faster as you grow older because every year it's a smaller percentage of your total life. That's too deep for me, man. I need to swim more. It's 4:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Yeah. People don't understand that sitting for long periods of time can fuck up your back over time. Hey, bud. I was one of those people. I was one of those guys who's like, hey, man, all I do is sit down all day. What the fuck am I doing? You know, I'm not causing any problems. Every day you sit and you don't stretch. You don't even just do some basic walks. Just anything, you know? Literally anything. You fart, go get up, go get the Febreze, come back and spray it. You know what you did? You fucking walked, okay? All those little motions, think of how many times you fart throughout your life. You know, you walked an extra God knows how many steps, you know? These little things make a big difference in the overall impact of your health. It's kind of crazy. It really is. I want to say thanks for all the resources you mentioned. Hit 100 in SSF. Nice job, man. Thanks for the 2 months, bro. Nice job. I mean, I literally remember sitting down in a chair for like 16 hours without moving, and then I would get up like nothing. And now I think to myself, am I going to be able to go back to those times, except I will get up every few hours for just some light, you know, movement here and there? And they were recent. Like, they were actually recent. I remember playing leagues in OSRS like 2 years ago for like a fucking 22-hour stream and didn't even do anything. Like, I didn't move. And easy to get +1 all skills. Nah, you gotta alt spam, I think. Maybe there's a fossil combo, but I don't remember what it is. It's been a while. What is this? Icicle. League starts or new MMO game launches. You know what I remember doing as a kid? I would lay down on my stomach with my GameCube controller and look at my fucking tiny ass CRT TV, get a thing, go to Walmart like with my mom during a grocery trip and get like salt and vinegar, what are they called? Pringles? The salt and vinegar Pringles, and I would play a new game all night in that same position with my salt and vinegar Pringles. I don't think I could sit in that position for like 20 minutes now. That's what fucked the backup. I mean, maybe, but I didn't get new games that often, but I remember that for sure. I need 3 days to recover from laying on my stomach to game. That's what sucks the most right now is when I try to sleep, I'm not allowed to lay on my stomach. If I sleep on my stomach, I wake up in the middle of the night and it literally feels like my back is like, I don't know, something not good and it's cracking. And it's like, oh boy, like I can't do that. And that happened, I don't know, like starting like 2 months ago when all my back pain started. Where's a Mirage? I fell through the roof as a kid, was playing basketball. 10 minutes later, we're invincible. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah. I broke my ankle playing basketball, and it like swelled up like a balloon, and I just took my shoe off and my sock, and then I started hopping on one foot. And I played for like another 20 minutes, like an idiot. I mean, I could hop really fast on one foot. I was very athletic as a kid. Very athletic. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to do that. Now my right foot is still fucked.
Approach. What is your
We're just built different at that age, man. Like, literally built different.
tale is
Right foot and back issue. Yes, that's why standing is a little difficult for me. My heart is dying if I'm laying on my stomach for more than 10 minutes. Oh no, dude. We're fucking old, boys. Up to 20s, it's fine, but after that 30-year mark, everything starts to break down and recovery gets worse. That's the fucked up part. The recovery gets worse. You know? The fact that it takes so much longer to recover. The only thing that doesn't, though, for some reason, like, burns, right? Like, if I get a burn on my hand, that shit heals in, like, 30 minutes. Something up with my hands. I don't know. Protect the way. Is that what's his face? Where's he at? I'm 42 and probably in better shape than I have since I was 25. Lost 60 pounds over the last 2 years. Nice, dude. I'm also on a weight loss journey. I've dropped like 8 pounds in a few... I think it's been like 2 weeks. No, a little more. 3 weeks, month. Such a small amount of weight lost feels like it's such a big impact, at least for me. Like, through everyday activities, getting up and down, getting out of the bed because our bed's on the floor right now, just like everything. I even want to run. Even though my back's fucked, I want to run. It's very weird. I guess that's me from younger because I used to do track and cross country. Not another one, dude. No, dude. Oh, damage over time could be useful. I don't think we're going to use it, but I'll take it. Consistency takes a while. Yep. That it does. Or the shortcut meth. Yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I don't have any need for something like that. Yo! Wait, that's a sick jewel. Also, why do I have so much dexterity? Let's refund the dexterity node. Okay. I really need to go into a cluster jewel. Would give me a lot of damage. Damnation dropped on a map. Nice. Do, do. Yeah, I sleep with a pillow under my knees, and it works when I'm on my back.
I cannot do this yet.
Another good find.
Ready yourself.
Pillows are like a godsend, man. They really are. I used to like hate pillows. I just used to sleep on like my arm with like my hair on top of it. I need beer drinkers. I don't... Okay, this is kind of weird. So, I don't like beer, but I don't mind chugging it, but I hate how I feel after. Does that make any fucking sense?
Another good find.
I think it's just because it's cold and refreshing when I chug it and I don't really taste it. Any moonshine peeps? Okay. Moonshine. So, of course, everything I'm talking about is legal. Yep. So, I struggle to, like, get drunk because I have a really high tolerance and I don't drink a lot and I don't want to drink a lot. But an example of, for me to get, like, really wasted, I'd have to take maybe 7-8 shots of vodka. But by the time I'm on shot 7, I'm gonna maybe puke. So, I don't go more than, like, usually, like, regular, like, 3 shots, whatever it is, right? Around that percentage, like 45% alcohol, 40% alcohol. But everything I buy, I, you know, have 3 shots or so, and I'm just not feeling a lot, and that's already, like, a lot for me to drink, and I'm not trying to drink a lot. I went to go visit a friend. And said friend is in their 70s. 60s. They're in their 60s. And let's just say that they acquired some moonshine. And it was pretty high. Like, not like, you know, like you're drinking, like, you know, not like 90%. I don't know what the proof was. But it was pretty high. But it didn't have a bad burn. And it, you know, like, for me at least, when I drink, I can feel it sitting in my stomach, and it's not a pleasant feeling. For some reason, the moonshine didn't feel like that. Like, it was fresh, straight from wherever it was made, and I drank quite a bit of it. I felt really good, and I woke up with no hangover. I'm kind of convinced that, like, there's something going on into this mainstream alcohol I'm buying that is the reason why I don't feel good. Was it flavor? No. No, it was, I mean, it was just like regular. He did have, yeah, he had apple pie, and I had apple pie as well, and it was way too good. It was illegal because I could literally chug the whole thing, and I'd probably get alcohol poisoning. Yeah, apple pie moonshine. It was disgustingly good. I literally had from it, and I'm like, bro, I need to make it stronger. He's like, it's already really strong. I'm like, yeah, but I can't taste the alcohol, so I'm just gonna keep drinking it. So I need to make it stronger. It was too good. Apple pie moonshine. Key lime pie moonshine. I love key lime pie. It's one of my favorite desserts. I don't know how I'd like it in a moonshine. You ever finish the bottle of Shield Egg? I did, yeah. Was that the smoky, what is that one called? The, not whiskey, but what's the thing that's like, scotch? Is it scotch? Yeah, there we go, scotch, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I felt old drinking scotch, but I also felt kind of wise. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes any sense, but yep. Are you low-key trying to tell us you're an alcoholic? No, 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 bro. I do not drink a lot. Like, I think that... I mean, you can see on stream, I don't really consume a lot of alcohol. I just have a very high tolerance. When I was in my early 20s, I went through my drinking phase, and I mean, we drink 2 nights a week. Not every week, just 2 nights a week. If we were really partying, we drank 3 nights a week. But what we would do is we would go to the gas station and we'd get a Four Loko, but this was already after they like watered down the Four Lokos and they weren't like cut with energy drinks. So we'd go get a Four Loko, and then we'd pour 2 shots of 151 in the Four Loko mixture, and then we would drink it. And it was called a one and done. And you drink that, it tastes horrible, but you are fucked up. And that's what I drank getting through my 20s because, like, I couldn't afford anything else. A bottle of 151 was great. Four Loko was like $2. So, you know, you put that shit together and you are royally fucked, man. Like, you know what I used to do is actually so crazy? I used to get that Four Loko and that shot of the 2 shots of 151. I would play Clicker Heroes on stream. And then when it was time to do my ascension, I would ascend, say BRB like 5-10 minutes, go to the hot tub, pound the Four Loko with the 2 shots of 151, and then come back to stream shitface and play Clicker Heroes. Terror was there. He drank. We played the Seinfeld game. The Seinfeld game was you have to pour a really shitty drink, and your goal is to finish it before the episode of Seinfeld runs out. If those end roll credits come, you're chugging. That was the Seinfeld game. Yep. We lived through it, dude. It was great, man. Dude, our 20s were wild, man. You were insane in your 20s? Bro, I had to get it out of my system, okay? Everyone goes through their party phase. I had mine. I was just at home with my roommates, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yours lasted until his early 30s, and then it was cold turkey. Yeah, I get that. Like I said, I drink I don't know, maybe like a drink every few weeks, every few months. It really depends. Usually what I do is like when I drink, I'll drink like twice a week, and then when the bottle's done, I'm done for months. And then I get another bottle, and then months later, and I'll drink like twice a week, and then that's it, and then it's just gone, right? I'm very like, I guess, trendy like that. I drank it 2 years and you don't miss it. I get that, bro.
Our illustrious champion returns.
JB with the 143 months, tier 3, 12 years soon. Damn, bro, I'm old. You're close to a 12-year sub. I'm fucking old, bro. I am old, man. What is that fracture? GGG! What is that? That could have been a max roll. Instead, it decided to be a fucking min roll. It's literally a perfect shit. Like, it's the perfect of the lowest. I'm taking that, bro. Those are my boots. Nobody can take those from me. In fact, you know what we're doing with those boots, boys? Wait, what? The two items must be the same type. Bro, it's armor-based boots. Are you kidding me? Wow. It doesn't even work. Okay, we're gonna hide them. Armor-based +3. Yeah, man. Shit. It's not fair. Ooh. That's actually kind of good. Life damage over time. $160. God, that tooltip is awful.
The job never ends.
Alright guys, we're going to call it early here. I wanted to stream longer, but I got to be real patient with my back, sadly. We got to take it one step at a time, so I am going to catch you guys all later. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'll try to go live again at a normal time, but for now, that is all we got. So thanks again. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Tomorrow we continue the Hateful Accuser grind with the character in hopes to actually get it. But again, for now, we're just chilling, so take care. See you guys all later.